There we go. Known as the bolter primary weapon of... Okay, that makes sense. 75 caliber, goddamn. Probably want to just stick with default until a skull is barely visible. I mean, is there a skull here? It's barely visible, so that much is correct. Subtitles, yes. Y-axis, no thank you. Master volume, it's probably fine. Confirm. Explosions and flashing lights, I'm not afraid. Yeah, 75 caliber rocket-propelled explosive rounds. And of course, one of the achievements that we're striving for is to complete Chapter 1 Level 8 using only the Boltgun and your, I'm guessing your melee weapon, your chainsword. Yeah, explosive rounds. I figured it was gonna be like the nail gun, the what's it called? From Painkiller, the stake gun. I figured it was like thick, big boy rounds. Or maybe like the nail gun from Quake. Maybe that's what I was also thinking of. Oh, what's up, Irasi? Had the same experience. Yo, that's sick, bud. Good way to like kind of tickle my way into the series. The thing about Warhammer 40k, the tabletop game, is that it intimidates me greatly. I'm a person that loves D&D and Shadowrun and Cyberpunk. I love that shit. But Warhammer, 40k, the tabletop game, kind of scares me a little bit because I see the upfront investment that is required to play the game, and I go, I don't know. And I'm also just not a huge strategy, turn-based, like 4K kind of gamer guy. So as a result, I've really steered clear. I haven't like gone out of my way to steer clear of Warhammer 40k, but I just, since like the main flagship thing doesn't really appeal to me, everything else has just kind of fallen by the wayside. Yeah, Games Workshop, yeah. Stake gun, yeah. Painkiller is so creative with its weapon design, so I love me some Painkiller stuff. A guy named Land. Very good. Very good. It's tough to get into, yeah. That's the thing. I've mentioned that because I have a couple of friends that are huge into Warhammer 40k. Like, they've been gaming for multiple decades now, and they've expressed to me, like, Alex, you know, we can lend you some stuff to get started, and I told them the same thing. I was like, I don't know, boys. I don't know if it's for me. But one of them pointed out, what's nice about Warhammer is that once you get past that initial investment, you're pretty set. I mean, you could always buy more stuff, but unlike D&D, where like sometimes you need to get new editions of the book, you might need new miniatures, you might need new modules, blah, blah, blah. Once you get that kind of baseline army, you don't need anything else, or at least not much else. So I mean, that, which is a compelling argument, but again, that initial investment is where I kind of balk, and again, it's just not the kind of game I'm usually into for tabletop times. But yeah, I played the tabletop. But oh, that's right, the minis, Dave. You posted some sick photos on the Discord server, those minis. Love seeing those things, man. I love seeing that. It like, seeing that kind of stuff inspires me, because I'm not a creative guy, but I see Dave working on the minis, and I go, damn, that's so crafty. I love that shit, man. So fucking dope. Let's stick with the default. That's good. Take a quick look at the bindings. I figure it's probably fairly simple. Fire, reload. There's reload. Good to know. Right mouse button, so there's no alt fire, so right mouse button is fine. Uses E. There's a taunt button, as it should be. Probably something about heretics and they should be purged. F is to charge, I suppose. Q for grenade, that's good. There's a run function, good to know. Tabletop sim, nice, man. That's probably a good way to do it, because if you play online through tabletop sim, there's no purchase required other than just tabletop sim itself. But yeah, I mean, like a lot of things, the purists will tell you the best way to play the game is by playing in person, but still, tabletop sim's a good way to get your feet wet, probably. Next weapon, mouse wheel, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's good. Last weapon is tab. Actually, one thing I'm kind of curious about. I always like to use Q for switching weapons, but Q's for grenades. What about G? Is G used for anything? Because when I think grenade, I think the letter G. Let's do that. Oh, grenade type. Oh, wait, hold on. Swap grenade type versus grenade itself. Am I gonna remember that? Probably. I'll probably remember that. I'm looking at my keyboard now. I got another idea. Let's do this. Grenade is gonna be G, and grenade type is gonna be Q. Caps lock, and then last weapon's gonna be Q. I think of Counter-Strike. I think of Counter-Strike Q was the last held weapon button. And suck my bolter. I like your style, Liberty. Alright, so gamepad, not gonna worry about gamepad. Resolution, that's fine. Full screen. I figure I probably don't need to worry about the details for video settings, that kind of thing. I can probably crank it up all the way. I mean, I don't have the most fancy rig in the world, but surely can handle ultra. Fuck it, we go ultra for material quality. Surely my 980 Ti, my Ryzen 7 2700X can handle it. Surely I'm not going to be disappointed, right? Lighting, HDR. I think I might actually want to leave HDR off. Safe zone. It's probably fine. Audio, it's probably fine too. Subtitles, yes. Love me some subtitles. Retro. Bloom, sure. I'll probably just leave all that off. Or default, that is. No, it's okay, Abelam. It's good to see you, bud. Yeah, you're a responsible corporate citizen, Abelam, and not staying up late on weeknights. Of course, tonight normally would be a school night, so to speak, but a lot of us have tomorrow off as a holiday, myself included. So yeah, we're gonna go not super late, but fairly late tonight. Invulnerability, nah, I'm fine. Head bobbing, yeah. Screen shake, sure. It's kind of nice you can just unlock stuff from the get-go. Display time short, that's fine too. There we go. Got different relics, good stuff. But yeah, I got tomorrow off, which is nice. Tomorrow, of course, is Memorial Day. Chainsword. Mash the button after your weapon connects to enter cutting mode and saw through your targets. Badass. I don't know. I probably don't need to memorize these things, but Vortex grenade. That's one of the dares I think that we saw on weekend last week. Ape Llama. Can I be nosy, Ape Llama, and ask if you are also in the United States or if you are in a different country? Because I'm actually surprised that if it is the United States, I'd be surprised if they've like moved around Memorial Day. It's pretty much a national thing here. But I'd be curious if there was like a different thing there. Also, El Gasso, what's up, buddy? El Gasso, I can't remember if you are a 40k fella, but this is a game that's been kind of popping off lately. A lot of people have really been liking it, and I was lucky enough to get a game key for it, courtesy of Dare Drop, and we have some ways for people to unlock their own, or not unlock, but to win via a raffle their very own key for this game, as well as Atomic Heart, which is kind of neat. Canada, okay, gotcha, but that makes more sense. I had forgotten that detail that you are a northern homie. Alright, friends, let's jump on in. New game, baby. My gamer sense tells me I'm not cool enough to go for Exterminatus, but I feel like hard mode. I feel like I'm enough of a retro gamer. Motherfucker, I beat Hexen, alright? That game, that's still the hardest game I've ever played. Granted, I beat it on normal difficulty, or maybe it was hard mode, but it wasn't the hardest, that's for sure. So the fact that I managed to fucking beat that game, it about ripped my dick off about 12 ways from Sunday, but we fucking accomplished that shit, man. Read some of the... Okay, yeah, so you would probably know a lot more about this than I would then. Medium's been pretty alright. Worthy challenge. Only veterans will triumph. Punch forwards. Let's start with hard mode and see how badly I get my butthole stomped inwards. It's not terribly difficult. I remember Meerkat saying that the other day. He said that, like, it's not overly hard. He said you will get lost. There's looking for the right key, looking for the right door. There's that boomer shooter aspect of it, which I beat Hexen. I'm gonna be really leaning on that very heavily as like gamer cred, street cred. Yeah, no mini map. Yeah, it's like you're gonna have aspects like that. You know what? In all fairness, I think Hexen did have a mini map, so maybe I'm cutting my chickens before they hatch here. Maybe I'm getting too overconfident, but let's fucking YOLO this thing. Here we go. I remember Meerkat saying it's a very good game, but it's not super complicated. Or it's not super hard. But it makes you feel badass.
You are under the dominion of the Ordo Malleus to assist my investigations into a world that has already felt that damn influence. Graia has been under the close watch of the Inquisition since the Grim Skull War. The Forge world remains largely secure, but we have picked up concerning energy readings in the surrounding system. I have my suspicions, although we have not had sufficient time to pinpoint the origin of these foul energies. While most of the planet remains unaffected, it is my belief that rogue elements within the Adeptus Mechanicus may have been experimenting with a surviving fragment of Inquisitor Drogon's power source. Your mission is to assist me in locating a fragment of the power source. While I consider this threat extremely serious, your superiors have seen fit to second only a handful of you to my supervision. In the absence of a larger force, we should pray to the Emperor that this does not develop into a more dire situation. This servo skull will guide you. In Commodus here is one of the few sanctified and preserved from the purging of Drogon's heretical archives. Together, you will search sites where communication has become sporadic. Should you encounter any opposition, you may assume they have been tainted by the ruinous powers. Suffer not the heretic to live.
There it is.
While I continue my investigations aboard the Crown, you will be deployed to a habitation zone we lost contact with several cycles ago. You should assume the situation to be extremely hostile. Beware. We do not know how far the taint of the arch-enemy spreads.
So the arch enemy? So is that like the name of like an actual faction? Or opposing force? They talked about experiments being performed. Some kind of competing group. What's up, Muddy, by the way? Muddy says, go for it, homie. Muddy says, fucking go all in, homie. Nah, man, we'll go in with hard. We might be able to up the ante later on with more difficulty times. Space Marine is, yeah, I know that much. Like, a Space Marine is basically badass, supercharged enough to be able to just YOLO shit themselves. Muddy says, I'm out of here. Yeah, playing baby games? Shit. Muddy's like, I thought you were a real gamer, Alex. Now, actually, there was that one clip that I think Ogasso or somebody posted in the Discord server where it was some fuckhead at like Fox News was like, yeah, Discord is the new application used by video gamers. You know what video gamers also do? They don't score with chicks. And that clip was posted, and I sent it to Gracie. I was like, I'm sorry, sweetie. We have to stop having sex. I'm sorry. I'll never be a real video gamer if we keep doing this. It's not gonna work. I'm sorry. So chaos. Okay. Oh, so we dare not speak their names. Gotcha. Yeah, just means chaos. I gotcha. The joke about that's right. Yeah. So someone else posted it. Yeah. Hype for this game, honestly, dude. It looks pretty sick. I'm pretty excited, man. I remember Meerkat saying it. You feel like a boss when you play it. So here's our skull friend. I'm to follow you to the ends of the earth. I see that either we had some buddies that crashed with us. Oh, there we go. I got the punchies. We got buddies that crashed with us, or maybe these people were already dead before we got here. Because we like, oh, we got a big jump. We're heavy. Oh, we got some thickness. Down with the thickness. Yeah, so here's our ship in which we crashed. We probably didn't have any equipment that came with us. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. I mean, that was probably a friend that I just exploded. Yeah, any cool gear that was supposed to come with us? Everything feels so chonky. They all died in the crash, so we're the only ones that survived. Whoa! Oh, jeez. That's not good. What happened? Oh, jeez. Oh, no. What happened? Hold the fort. Or hold on, rather. Oop, that was... did the game crash? Oh, no. Off to a good start. Speaking of things crashing... I think the game's still running. Give it a second. Speaking of games crashing, I punched a corpse and the game got sad. I think that the game actually might have crashed. So we'll stick with full screen for now. So let's set the frame rate to... I'll set it to 60 just because that's what's streaming right now. So I wouldn't really... you guys won't miss out on anything. So that should be fine. FOV is probably okay. Filtering, I think, should be okay. Post-processing quality. I think well, the one thing I think I raised was material quality. Set the set the broke flag from yes to no. It's so easy, man. Oh, the stitches, that's good. Yeah, the hand stitches, that's right. The channel trailers, oh my god, that's on my list as well, Goated. That's on my to-do list of like streamer shit I really ought to do. Get a proper channel trailer. Get better, like, work on emotes is a big one. Get like better banner images, or at least edit the ones I have to be more properly copacetic with the dimensions that Twitch demands and YouTube. A bunch of that shit, like those things are ever evolving on my, or are ever present on my list. So you have super high-tech technology, but nobody knows how it works, and you got the feudal stuff, right? Yeah. Because I know that Warhammer has like crazy technology, but also lots of like brutal, kind of low level stuffs. So yeah, so we're lowering the frame rate cap. Let's see if that's enough. I guess I just go back. Make sure that it actually stuck. Yeah, looks like it did. Good. Let's try it. If it crashes and shits the bed, instantly we'll know what went down, or what didn't work, I guess. So it crapped out when I pressed this button. Okay, it didn't crap out this time. I'm switching grenade types. I also broke a couple corpses, and then the game exploded. So let's break some corpses. Ultimate test to see if that's the most offensive thing in the world to this game. Can I just keep breaking corpses? Result is inconclusive on I guess what happened here, because we have our skull friend. Now, can I hurt my skull friend? Mercifully, no, I cannot, because he's like our guide. He kind of reminds me of the floating head fella from Crash Bandicoot, but I have a sneaking suspicion this game is a little bit different than Crash Bandicoot. So I got the chainsword and nothing else. So it's awaiting orders, not orders that I give. It's probably awaiting orders from the higher ups, because we're just making shit happen, right? Address wounds. I think I'm good. I think I am full health. I think these... I'm not a doctor, but I think this guy's hurt a little bit, but everyone else seems like it's alright. It's progress, baby. Maybe we're gonna be able to make it through this. Maybe lowering the frame rate's all it really needed. But despite the low, like, kind of the low-level graphics presentation here, I'm kind of digging the vibe, man. I think I'm kind of digging the vibe to this. We got some very delightfully old-school pickups for things. So the bottom left, I think, is our health. So we were not at max health. This kind of thing makes me so happy to see. I can use a chainsword, you say? Oh, we got bad guys. All right, let's fuck them up. Oh my god. Badass. And if they fight back, you just keep mashing the button, you fuck them up real good. There's something so satisfying about just little floating pickups you can walk over. So delicious. What's up, Jet? Servo skull, right. Oh wait, something about something screaming. Caused by an AI uprising. Literal human brain. Oh, okay, so that's... Well, actually, yeah. You can kind of see there's a little brainstem. And a floating vertebrae, I think. Vertical transit. Yes, that's what they call it. Hold on, I want to go see if we can pick up some stiff. I see a blood shrine. Bone shrine. I see this and I go, oh, maybe it's a tomb or something. There's also some stuff over this way. Also, I can appreciate how thick and chonky we feel. Like as we take steps, you can kind of hear, and as you sprint, the screen shake, like you feel like you kind of feel like a juggernaut badass. A true motherfucker. So I see areas like this and I think, okay, there's probably secrets. I don't know how silly I should get, but when I see old school games like this, my like find all the secrets sense starts to tickle my pickle a little bit. But thank you again to Goated for that very generous raid. Goated is a fellow old game enthusiast. He actually does a really cool thing in his channel where he has like an ever-evolving list of games that he is interested in playing, and then decides on what to play next by having us chat vote. So it is entirely community-driven. Now, granted, he's not going to put any games on the list that he doesn't like, but still, I can appreciate the fact that he is very, very community-minded with what he plays. I, on the other hand, am extremely selfish with the games that I pick. I just fucking pick shit and I let come what may. People might be like, oh my god, Rimworld again, Alex? You've played that game so much. Like, oh my god, more Morrowind, Alex? What's wrong with you? Do you have brain damage? This is what people probably think when they see the games that I play. But Goated, he is a champion of the people, alright? This man plays the stuff that the people want based on a curated list that he provides. Help is full. Medical item identified. So, and like I said, you heard me say he did an Armored Core 1 playthrough, and he was extremely, extremely helpful during my own Armored Core 1 playthrough. So, he is the GOAT in more ways than one. So what I'm getting at is that if you like handsome gentlemen who play video games that are very good, and he has good quality taste in video games, and is good at the games that he plays, and may or may not have a juicy dump truck ass, you should follow Goated Quest. The caveat is that I've not actually seen his ass, but I can assume. You can tell a lot about someone's ass based on how they carry themselves, and Goated just has that dump truck ass energy that is far and few between in these days. It's okay for me in this metal suit to jump on this conductor, right? It's probably okay. Yeah, I'm looking for secrets, excuse me. There's probably not much for secrets. I also want to punch these, but I think I would explode, and I think it would make me sad. There's no crouch. Alright. Holding melee gives you... Oh, it do. Oh! How did I do that? I telefragged his ass. That was dope. Oh, are we slurping his genes like Dave was saying? The stompy sounds. See a red outline. Oh, okay. That's what that was? Then that was dope. It was extremely satisfying. Oh, God, it's a good thing. It's a good thing you cannot see anything below my torso right now, because it would not be TOS. Oh boy, this would be extremely uncomfortable. You would see the world's smallest and unimpressiest of bulges, but you would see it no less. Missing key, gotcha. We have the Emperor's genes, which are the best ones. I'm guessing we're just like slurping their materials, though. 200 big pickups, right? Hence why we're above 200 right now. Let me know how the audio balance is, by the way, if anybody would require, or would benefit rather, from having more or less noises. I've got it turned fairly low right now, but I get the impression the audio balance, or the audio design for this game is probably very good. What was that? I pressed F. Oh, that's like the sprint. Hold on. Haste required. Run with... Yeah, this, yeah. So I see there's like a charge maneuver. Haste required. So I'm not sure if I'm supposed to like charge through the door then melee. Yeah, let's see. Is there something else? Yo, what's up, Wolfgate? What's up, Brian? Good to see you, buddy. Oh, that's why. Oh, it's because I gotta go fast. There we go. I missed that little detail. And there it is. Oh, look at the key. It looks so chonky. Everything in this game is so chonky. I love it, man. In a world where a lot of modern games, everything's sleek and shiny. Kind of nice when things are juicy and chonky and fucking... and like crunchy. Everything's crunchy and gross, and I kind of love it. Just gotta go fast, man. Attention, excuse me. Yeah, I see he's trying to get my attention. So far, so good, baby. Now, I wonder... Yeah, I was gonna wonder if I should be saving just every so often. And... Oh, Quirky! What's up, my friend? Thank you, Quirky. You're too good to me, my friend. It's good to see you. We're playing a new game that released a couple days ago. It's called Boltgun. It's quite good. It is quite good. We just had a raid from our boy, Goated Quest. Super, super helpful during our playthrough of Armored Core a couple weeks ago, or I guess about a month or so ago. Dude's a freaking homie, and he hit us with a raid just now, and he's a freaking baller. Oh, yes. Jesus Christ, that's fucking incredible. Wow, that's badass. I'm not a particularly religious man, but when I see this holy shrine and the most holiest of murder gun relics, I mean, I don't think there's a single penis owner that's watching and or listening that does not have at least a quarter shove right now. Bolt gun ammo. Is this the titular bolt gun? Oh my goodness, it do be that way. Bolt gun ammo full. That means we can just fire it. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, I'm almost done. I'm almost there. Oh, Irosley, thank you, buddy. Holy shit, thank you as well, my friend. Thank you, Iros. You're too good, buddy. Must be in America. Church of the... Well, yes, also scarily accurate. So we're just scanning them. That's the gene seed. Okay. Recovered from fallen marine. Oh, that's for the space marines. Gotcha. Okay. What's up, Quirky? Game does have quick saves. Good. Good, good, good. No school. That's right. Tomorrow's Memorial Day, of course. We have a holiday, those in the United States. It's not exactly a happy holiday, but a holiday no less. Also, we do have the melee weapon still, which is convenient. So don't worry, we can still chainsaw things to death as we so choose. Thank you, Irossi, for that reset, by the way. 16 months, man. That's a long fucking time, man. Irossi and Quirky, 14 months and 16 months, respectively. Good shit, man. Oh! Oh, I just turned that man to liquid. Fucking stomped his freaking spine like a twig. So satisfying. That's right, there's a bolter gun, end of month vibes. Yeah, well, we are getting to that point, aren't we? Yes, May 28th. Holy shit. Holy shit's next. Can you believe it? I still have to, you know, slice and dice him a little bit. So, quick reminder that if you're thinking to yourself, Alex, this game looks so cool. How do I get my grubby little paws on it? Well, the good news is we have a way where you could earn a free key for this game tonight. Tonight, if the cards are in your favor, you could walk away from tonight's stream with a shiny copy of this game clutched between your hands or maybe even your butt cheeks. So we have a couple extra keys courtesy of Dare Drop that based on some achievements that I'm striving for in game, we'll have a couple of keys available. So we're looking for the Grav Gun, we're looking for completing Chapter 1 Level 8, and we're also looking for a Lord of Change, defeating a Lord of Change. So find the Grav Gun, complete Chapter 1 Level 8 using only the titular bolt gun and our melee weapon and grenades. And then the third thing is defeating a Lord of Change. Now, I don't know what a Lord of Change looks like, so I'll have to know when I see it, I suppose. But I'm guessing it'd be probably fairly obvious. The other two things should be also pretty obvious. Oh, I thought maybe he was trying to point me at something. Oh, wrong button! Okay, that's what middle mouse click does. I was trying to melee. Oh, also, confirm these do explode. I don't know if this is the kind of game where there's going to be destructible walls, but we'll see when the time comes. I heard a voice. A voice calling out to me. Oh. A purge, you say? Oh, yes. The blood gets on the screen, so tasty. I don't know if when you do that kind of dash attack, if you are immune to bullets or whatnot. I mean, it's not really a huge issue. They don't seem like they do a ton of damage. Also, I don't know if it's like glory kills like in Doom where they're more likely to give you drops. But that was delicioso. Muy delicioso. About 40 pounds this fucker? Damn, they carry him one-handed. So I am a hot 117, 115 pounds on a good day. So that means that a single bolt gun is like a third, it's more than a third of an Alex. So what I'm getting at is if I were to carry one of these things with two hands, there's a significant chance it would snap my spine instantaneously. So, what I'm getting at is I think my career as a Marine, as a Space Marine, Super Marine, Space Marine, is probably not going to go very far in real life, unfortunately. Joey has passed out given too much alcohol freedom. Are you trying to say you were alcohol freedom? Are you trying to say that you were like drinking the like? Are we talking about like the American definition of freedom, or do you mean that you weren't monitoring his alcohol intake and he got a little bit too much? So I hope J-Bone had a good night, even though he might have a bit of a hangover tomorrow. If he's gonna regret it tomorrow. Hope it was all worth it. And I smell like fire. Are we doing some barbecuing for Memorial Day? It's first level, baby. Not immune to bullets during the charge. That makes sense. But they can't right until they break out. And I'm guessing they probably can break out. There was a secret. We did not find it, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm guessing you were barbecuing, because I know she said she smells like charcoal. Do you guys want to hear about the adventure Gracie and I went on today? So we went to a favorite park of ours. That's a little bit. It's close to my my original apartment I used to live in like 10 years ago. Back when I first lived in St. Louis. And the park is called Creve Coeur Lake Park. It's beautiful out there. It was a really pretty sunny day. Wasn't much of a breeze, so it was kind of humid, but still temperature was like very nice. So we were both like, yeah, let's go for a little walk around Creve Coeur Lake. Sounds nice. So we went out that way, and it was a nice time. But we were out there for about an hour or so. Then after we left, we were like, you know what? Let's hit up one of our old favorite little farmers. Not really farmers. Well, it's kind of a farmers market. It's called Thies Farm. Not Thies Nuts. Thies Farm. Thies. Really cool little place. It's like a smaller version of Eckert's for those in the St. Louis area who know what Eckert's is. And we were like, yeah, let's see what they got. Maybe they got some produce. Maybe we could bake something when we get home. We get there, and they're like, well, sorry, folks. We're actually out of strawberries. We had our strawberry season end prematurely because demand was hype. Like, demand was popping off, and everybody bought too many strawberries, and we don't have anything. So they were like, our produce is a little bit lacking. But what we do have are... Can I jump? Yeah, there we go. What we do have are some extra strawberries that we actually got from another farm that are kind of past their prime. Some of them are moldy. Not gonna lie, some of them are moldy. Some of them are not, are kind of, again, overripe. But we're selling entire flats of them for $1. So, to clarify, a flat of produce, that's like 8 plastic containers, like the standard plastic container you would get from a grocery store. A single flat of produce is 8 of those fuckers. So, to be clear, they were selling 8 packages of strawberries for $1 each. And Grace and I looked at each other, we were like, oh, motherfucker, absolutely. God damn is right. So as you can imagine, we were like, all right, bet. So, and we were looking through the selection, and sure enough, some of them looked pretty gross, some looked pretty moldy, but they brought out some fresher ones out back. They were like, here's some we just got the other day, and they're looking pretty good. So they brought out like a fresh rack of them, relatively fresh, and we were like, we'll take it. So we got one of those bad boys, dropped an entire $1, and came back home. We went ahead and swung by the grocery store so we can grab some more cornstarch and a couple of other things. Got some more flour, some sugar. We already had eggs and butter. And shortening, or Crisco, I guess. And yeah, we made not 1, but 2 strawberry pies. Big fucking heaping strawberry pies. Gracie nor I will be able to eat both of these things. We're gonna have to find, look at these bullets, by the way, goddamn. We're gonna have to find some people to offload some strawberry pie pieces. So if you live around St. Louis and you love some strawberry pies, holla at your boy, because Lord knows we got some extra stuff with your name on it. Oh yeah, there we go. So 2 friggin' strawberry pies. Gracie works so hard to make those things happen too. She, new ammo. What's this? Or good, oh, it's a grenade. Because we got home at like 5, and we pretty much worked on pie stuff until about 9. Well, 8:30, we'll say 8:30. It was a goddamn adventure and was 100% worth it. Would adventure pie all over again. keep seeing these sconces, and I think they're pickups. So we came from this way. These things disappear. Looks like they do not, so I can continue to explore without fear of them disappearing on me. You do not like, you're not a huge strawberry person, Corky, because I love strawberries. I've never had a strawberry pie, like just plain strawberry. A couple years ago, we had a similar situation where we got too many strawberries from Eckert's. For those who know Eckert's, we overindulged and regretted nothing. But we had too many strawberries by the end of it. We made 2 strawberry rhubarb pies. And I had a couple friends tell me after the fact, they were like, Alex, I'm not gonna say you wasted the strawberries, but they were saying like strawberry pie is better than strawberry rhubarb pie. I still enjoyed the strawberry rhubarb pie, but yeah, I had some non-believers that were not as impressed. So this time we just made plain ass strawberry pie and they turned out amazing. Now where they're both chilling right now upstairs, I'll probably put them in the fridge once they've had time to cool in a little bit here. And yeah, they turned out really freaking good. Pie stuff it was awesome. It was a fantastic stuff. Unless you're saying that pie stuff sounds like some kind of sexual thing, at which point, no comment, because I don't want to reveal too much about myself. All right, I don't want to reveal my pie fetishes. Made some cookies. That's a good point too. Yeah, if you already got all the sweet things, that's fair. So if anybody, what I'm trying to say is that everybody in the chat is invited to my house. We're gonna have strawberry pie for days, so everyone get your ass in here so I can shove a pie up it. And then we're all gonna be hunky-dory. That's how it works. So I'll take some more of these. Oh, it's a grenade. Oh, okay, we already have those actually. Excuse me. This corpse right here reminds me of like Doom corpse. The kinds of things you would see in Doom. It's these like sprites. Also, I should look for more opportunities to blow up those kinds of explosive canisters. If you're dumb enough to stand next to one of those things, you're just asking for trouble, honestly. Normal max health. Yes, yeah, the small pickups, yeah, because right now we're at 236. Because the small ones. But yeah, the big ones can't do it. Just kind of like in Doom or Quake, even. Oh, he raised his hands and I still cut him in half. I don't really feel too bad about it. I appreciate the animations for climbing over things like that. That's very satisfying. You like it more than cake? Honestly, same. I do like cake. Not that I dislike it, but I'm learning more and more that I find that cake is kind of overrated sometimes. Like, I still enjoy it. Like, for instance, Gracie, actually, speaking of strawberries, Gracie made me a really good strawberry cake for my birthday a while back, about a month or 2 ago. 2 months ago, specifically. And it turned out really good. I mean, it tasted amazing. The unfortunate matter is that the recipe we were following is actually kind of complicated, and it looked kind of silly. It looked a little bit messy, but it was delicious, so it tasted amazing. That's all that mattered. And that was really nice, but like a standard store-bought cake, it's just okay. The frosting, I think, is usually too much. The spongy kind of cake texture I don't dislike, but I find that cake is more often than not just okay, whereas pie, even an okay pie, I find is more of a novelty than like just a standard kind of cake experience. So I'm down. I'm down for some pie times, usually over cake times. But I mean, there's really clever cake things. There's like Boston cream pie, or oh, no, there's not Boston cream. That's a pie. There's Italian cream. There's like an Italian cream cake that my granddad used to really like. I'll take that. There's like, what's it called? Strawberry upside down cake or something like that. There's lots of like interesting fruity kind of cake things that sound nice. There's like, you know, the weird kind of non-standard cake operations that are out there versus just like the standard kind of garden variety chocolate cake, vanilla cake, even marble cake. I'm just kind of over it, you know. Give me the weird stuff that you can't just get for $12 at Walmart. So I'm trying to keep an eye out for secrets, but I'm also accepting the fact that some secrets are probably going to be very well hidden, so I'll just have to do my best to get good. Anthony says, I'm on my way, fam. Oh, Chaos Space Marine, are you a friend? Probably not. Oh. Nice him to, Oh, did he die? Yeah, I was going to say, nice him to show a little icon for it's going to be exploding. I'm used to my chainsaw killing somebody instantly, so the fact that I had to work extra hard for that one makes me feel a little silly. Don't forget to taunt. Oh, right! Forgot about that button. swim across the ocean, Anthony. I forgot. Yeah, you're a time traveler in a different time zone. It's not a huge fan of strawberries. Gotcha. Black forest cake. I've never had black forest cake, but I know that's the... Oh, here we go. Yeah, fuck him up. Oh, so he like kind of deflects it. But then there we go. Oh, he threw something down. So yeah, taunt him first, then you fuck him up. That's what's up. That is what's up. But yeah, there's the black forest cake. That, of course, is the famous cake from Portal. There's cheesecake. Well, cheesecake's a little bit rough for me because I'm lactose intolerant. So cheesecake makes my ass explode. But it is very good, and it's a very unique kind of thing that you really can't get elsewhere. Let's try this thing. Boop. Yep, there we go. That is actually kind of satisfying, doing some taunts. What does taunting do? I think it makes you feel good. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel cool. I don't know if it accomplishes anything functionally, but it's very satisfying. Whoop. Oh, invisible walls. I was thinking maybe there were secrets up there, so I got excited. Mash the button. Yeah, exactly, because they might parry you, that kind of thing. It's a good finisher. Yeah, Black Forest Cake is the bomb.com. I'm sure it is. It looks amazing. I remember for Father's Day one year, Gracie and I made it's called an icebox cake. It's kind of an antiquated thing. We were following a recipe from her, it would be her great-grandmother, that uses folded egg whites that you then freeze, and it's just called an icebox cake because you never actually bake anything. It uses folded egg whites that you then freeze in a freezer and then serve cold, like, so obviously serve chilled. And it uses, it's a really weird kind of non-standard recipe. It uses ladyfingers as kind of the base and like the edges of it, so it has, and it has, like, as you can imagine, like folded egg whites, which means no mixing but folding of egg whites, which means everything is like has a more kind of creamy base. It really tasted and kind of felt like more of a pie, because of like the fact that it was like more of a creamy center with like the edges and the bottom kind of having the consistency of a pie crust. But that's, again, it's kind of an older kind of recipe that I had never heard of prior and haven't seen since. But it was pretty cool and kind of weird, you know, kind of normal, or kind of abnormal. Oh, we got some friends. He might have moved. You know, if he was a smart fella, he moved. He was being very generous with its ammo pickups and whatnot. Oh, he fucking sawed his ass off. I cut his entire body off. I eat cheesecake. Yeah, like I'm eating. There you go. There you go, man. Delicious. Hopefully, I hope you saw it in half with a chainsaw and then bathe in its entrails like a real boss. Yo, what's up, Firestarter? It's real good. Excuse me, it's really good, and I'm liking it a lot so far. We have a thing that's gonna make us maybe invincible for some amount of time. Let's pick that up before I look, or after I look around for a little bit. Yeah, there's like extra pickups to strive for. Or if this was open, or if this was closed at one point. Taunt makes you sound cool. That is very, very important. Yes. When phrases became a thing, I mean, like I said, it would be my wife's great grandmother's. We're talking 4 generations back. Sounds like the horror things that came out. Yeah, it was very good. The fact that it, again, non-baked or non-cooked frozen and folded egg whites means that it's a little bit dangerous, so to speak. I mean, as long as it's not using expired eggs, you're probably okay. But yeah, it was kind of weird. I mean, usually you think eggs, you think confections, you think baking. But this was a non-baked cake, but it turned out real fucking good. And her dad and granddad both loved it, because it was something that her dad used to get as a kid, when, like, as kind of a treat, that kind of thing. So some good stuff. So we got more contempt, which means more armor. I'm guessing it might not be temporary then. And that was a secret. So I feel, indeed, I do indeed feel very cool, as advertised. Ammo. By the way, every so often I should mention, if you're thinking to yourself, Alex, this game looks so cool, I could just like strangle somebody and it drain their life savings so I can go over to Steam and buy this game for myself. The good news is you can actually get a copy of this game tonight without having to spend a single penny nor having to strangle somebody. Now, you could still strangle someone. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'm telling you don't have to. And the way it works is that I actually got a copy of this game through the nice folks over at Daredrop. It's a cool little service that content creators and streamers and whatnot can use to get review copies of games, but you can also accept dares for games, which are kind of like achievements. So I got these little achievements that I've committed to, these little things I'm going to try to do as I play this game, that as I complete them will unlock game keys for me to give away to you, my observant audience, so you can take home a copy of this game for free, all for yourself, based on certain achievements being unlocked. So we're going to have a total of 3 keys available for this game, as well as a bonus key available for Atomic Heart. Now, admittedly, I've actually never played Atomic Heart, so I won't really have anything I'll be able to offer for that game as far as my own take on it, that kind of thing, other than it looks really cool. I thought when they raised their hands, I thought that was like them like giving up or something, but I think that's just them like, maybe them reloading or something, I'm not sure what it is. But anyway, yeah, so we're looking for a couple things. I need to get the grav gun. Keep my eye out for the grav gun, I'll probably know when I see it. I need to beat Chapter 1, Level 8, using only the bolt gun and the chainsword, and grenades. And then lastly but not least, I need to defeat a Lord of Change, I think is what it's called. Yeah, Lord of Change is the enemy type. That is so satisfying, holy shit. So once we accomplish those goals, we'll get some keys unlocked, we'll dole them out to the audience. We'll probably just do it through channel point redemptions. I'll probably make it like 10 channel points, so it's not a matter of amount of channel points, but more a matter of who can redeem it the quickest. And these are all through Steam, of course. Again, it's 3 keys for Boltgun and 1 key for Atomic Heart. So obviously if you already own a copy of this game, then a Steam key probably wouldn't do it for you. But if you don't own this game, tonight's stream could be your opportunity to get a key for this cool game. And again, it's all courtesy of the nice folks over at Daredrop. Ooh, look at that. I think I'm out of nards. I feel like I'm not playing particularly strategic, and yet the game is being pretty generous when it comes to not requiring precision or tactical gameplay. I'm just kind of running through shit and murdering things, and it's working pretty well so far. That looks fancy. This thing's called Space Sharks. The boasts from Fable. Boasts from Fable. Because I've played through Fable, but I don't remember a whole lot about it, admittedly. Secret discovered. So am I like a melee badass for a bit? I'm gonna assume that's what that means. I'm gonna assume it means you're a melee freaking lunatic. I'm gonna chop everything in half as long as I can. Unless I think everything might be dead. Here so I can murder you. There's no one here. Guess that's like full health. Anything I can murder real quick? You're not something I can murder. You are another secret. Cool, I'll take it. Did I find a thing? Praise the Emperor. Bolt gun strength 5. Oh, did I like get a nicer bolt gun? Oh, it's glowing. It's all green and fancy. Commercial item in the 30s or 40s. Yeah, that actually might exactly be it then. Even if they are, so that's correct. Yeah, ethics and morals know no place in the Warhammer universe. That's not what we're about here. This ain't no RimWorld where there's ethical gray areas. That's all murder areas. So we're already maxed out on armor. There's really nothing else we need there. We came from this direction, I think. A crack grenade? I think we go that way next, actually. We came from this direction, hence the trail of corpses littering the path. Make sure there's no other secrets or anything I left behind, but I think we're in pretty good shape. What this? Whoa! Is that a cannon? Oh, that's what these both are. Okay. Can I do it again? That's a one-time thing. You do more damage, and then I take less damage when that thing is active. Yeah, I figured it probably was something along those lines. Let's do a little bit of mild platforming. Let's see if this is a questionable idea. This looks like the kind of place where, whoa, I'm sliding off and I'm dead. Oh, I'm not dead. Okay. So it's not like you die the minute you fall off there. So I felt the invisible walls. I was thinking maybe there was more exploration. The thump. Just love the chonky feeling, man. On the sides there. We have already found a lot of secrets, so I probably don't have to go super silly finding all the things. So we have crack grenades and frag grenades. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Yeah, so let's try the other grenades now that we've been utilizing a whole bunch of these things. The frags. We'll try the cracks. Okay. So we got all that jazz. Yeah, I guess that's full health. That's full armor. Or, I'm sorry, not armor. Contempt. Contempt for those around us. So yeah, I'm guessing the bolt gun strength just means your bolt gun just does more cool shit. Murders things that much nicer and that much easier. I mean, you feel kind of like an overpowered badass. It's very satisfying, but it's delightfully over the top, and I'm kind of down for it. Ooh, I had a feeling. Oh my god. That looks so cool. It's probably like infinite ammo or something. The screen shake. Yeah, exactly. Strength value. They, oh, okay. Equal or higher. Gotcha. It's a tabletop thing. Oh, if you idle, we'll start reading our holy texts. Explode on contact, do a lot of... Oh, hold on. Oh, I thought that was a grenade. I thought that was an outline from a grenade. Secret discovered. Munitions boon. So I think that means we get, like, hella ammo or something. I was thinking maybe I could jump into that one. So secrets abound, my friends. And big fucking bullets, holy shit. Actually, it was the wrong kind of grenade. Oh, I'm out of the cracks, that's why. I think I can only hold so many cracks. There we go. Taunt him first and then go ham. That's what's up. And he tries to parry, and he fails because we fucking murdered him. Except that guy was kind of turning us up a little bit. Hold on. Oh, I could like click more to really fuck his corpse up. That's what's up. So we're already good on these things. Every time I see that spawn, I'm always worried it's like a bad guy spawning in. But no, but just our skull friend. Delicioso, love it. So yeah, I'll switch to this. Like, yeah, looks like we only have one of these for the time being. Boost ammo until you use the ammo. Gotcha, until it goes away. I've probably instinctively reloaded a couple of times, so hopefully that doesn't waste it. Oh, what was that? Plasma gun. Oh, I like the sounds of that. I think we also got some shotgun ammo, which means we don't have the shotgun yet, but we're getting ammo for it already. Also, what's this, like, guts we're seeing here? Probably the way we're supposed to go. Oh, this is probably a sign that says, you don't go this way. Yeah, so never mind. I was thinking maybe there was more stuff. I'm not gonna pretend this is a 100% playthrough where I'm gonna find all the secrets, but I'll do my due diligence to find what I can at least. Looking for any kind of little bonus area like along those lines. There we go. Nice and juicy, just the way I like it. Just like mom, just like Grandma used to make. Grandma was always good at making those dead bodies. Oh, never mind, he exploded. I taunted him after he exploded. Or plasma ammo, that's what this is right here. There we go. Oh, I missed a few. Yes, I see you up there. And I think he's good. Yeah, there's that shotgun ammo that we're already full upon, so we're good there. And every time I see our little floaty head friend, I always kind of panic internally. There's more friends. Okay, we're good. Whoop. Reminder, of course, this is a video game, and if you're trying to clear hard to make jumps, if you physically make a noise with your mouth when you're trying to jump, you will jump farther and you're more likely to succeed at like clearing the jump you're striving for. Whoop. See right there, I said the noise and I made the jump. If I wouldn't have, it would have all gone to heck. Nothing else up here. Oh, button. Oh! Oh, we're shooting shit. Hell yeah. I don't know what we're shooting at, but no complaints. No complaints at encouraging random explosions. Chaos Marines. Oh, good. Okay. Clip size goes up too, so everything is just generally more gooder. That's what we like to say. Crunch. So tasty. And I'm so used to a lot of more modern nuances for shooters where there's like you have to like walk quietly so as not to draw the ire of bad guys, or you have to you know, lean around corners and kind of clear rooms before you enter. This game ain't got none of that shit, man. This game, you fucking go in and you rip things' heads off and you are a boss. Like, really, things need to be quiet around me so as not to earn my ire, so that I won't rip their asses off and eat them in front of their families. Kinda wanna chainsaw these things. Yeah, get fucking chainsaw, motherfucker. Yeah, get fucked. That's delicious. They're pretty healthy, man. They got a lot of HPs. Not unlike these fellas who melt instantly. You can shoot while sprinting. Ooh, that's good to know. And then, of course, there's the charge maneuver as well. That's the thing I know a lot of other modern games don't do, where like when you're sprinting, you kind of bear down with the gun. You usually can't sprint and shoot at the same time, but in this game, not a problem. Not even an issue. That's one way we can go. Okay. Oh! I can get that. I think I might want to jump from up top. Let's try that. Whoop. Yeah, let's make sure I get more contempt. Whoop. Not quite, yeah. Look at all this like grunge that's on the wall. See all the greeny stuff? Gotta jump from here. Whoop. Yeah. Don't think I can make that jump from here though. What if I just did this? Maybe I'm overthinking this. Whoop. There we go. That is Kraken Boltgun magazine. So that's like a new ammo type, I think. How do you wake up a drunk man? I say you let him sleep, personally. Unless, like, you're worried about him. Unless you're like, we're just gonna get sick. At which point, just roll him over on his side and he'll be fine. What do we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning. Lesson planner where the prices get jacked. I'm guessing mean like if you needed to buy a new one, that kind of thing. Dates on the side. Oh, that's no good. This game look, dude, it's quite good. It's quite good. If you jump after a charge, yeah, we got this. That's what I think allowed us to get up here. Because, in fact, well, there's stuff up there. Unless there's like another way where we can. Oh, here we go. If we can get to that platform. I mean, that's a pretty big yeet. I think if we just do this. There we go. I'm looking for that, like, climb up animation. There we go. That's what's up. This probably doesn't count as a secret, per se, because it's kind of out in the open, but it's more of a feeling of accomplishment. Oh, the charge button, right. Yeah. Oh, that's a little bit tricky. Hold on. Takes a minute to recharge. Jump after a charge, yeah. There we go. Yeah, I can kind of feel the difference. Get a new one every year. $40 though. Yeah, that's feels quite overpriced, honestly. Ooh, look at those bullets. Oh, that's fancy. Oh my goodness. It's like, it's so tasty. It's gotta be unhealthy. What a satisfying effect that is. My god. That is just delicious. If this was like if this is all it was, like if this is the only gun you ever got in the game and you just got different kinds of ammo types and that was it, and this was like the only gameplay loop, if there were no boss battles, if it was just 8 to 10 hours of this over and over again, no fucking complaints. This one trick pony is all I would need to be happy and fulfilled in my life. Sexually or otherwise, to be clear. Hold on, I gotta taunt him. Okay, and then we fuck it up. I think there's like an animation where they fall to the knees and kind of bleed to death, and then we explode them. That's pretty good. I like that. I like that thing where we add insults to injury and murder. Insult, injury, and murder go hand in hand in this game. Yoink hair. Oh, like tugging his hair. Oh god, that sounds unpleasant. But if you gotta get shit done, I guess that'll do it, right? There's stuff up there, but that might be a little bit hard to reach, so maybe I shouldn't try fucking with it. Let's just continue. Mr. Stoats, what's up, man? Stoats, you're a Warhammer fella, right? I was saying earlier how I have a couple Warhammer homies who used to do a lot of 40k back in the day. If you are, or even if you are not a Warhammer fella, I do think this would be up your alley, Stoats. It's quite tasty. I mean, if it looks good, it's because it is. And yeah, it's like it's one of those games where like if this just vibe looks like it would do well for you, then you're correct. If you're kind of squeamish about ultra violence and you're like, I'm not a huge, retro shooter fan, then yeah, maybe not so much. But for anybody listening or watching and you're like, damn, this looks kind of neat, but I'm not sure. No, if you think it looks good, you would like this. It's very good. Ab perimeter? Omnissiah, you say? Warhammer enjoyers probably know what those words are. I think I'm supposed to, very stealthily rip his entire face off. There we go. Jeez, that's satisfying. Oops, wrong button. There was a couple more fellows on the other side there, but ammo. He had to pee though. Okay, in that case, it was all worthwhile then. Boltgun's good. Yeah, exactly like how it is in a lot of first-person shooters. You get the starting weapon, it's like a little dinky thing that you immediately replace. If this is all it was, no complaint here. It is, of course, the titular weapon. So they're gonna make it, you would think they're gonna make it good, and they sure did. They sure freaking did. So I don't have any of the other grenade types right now. There we go. Look this place of friends. Let's see if there's anything. Oh, there's some friends here. That little kind of miniature bullet time thing is... It's not really necessary. Like, I don't have to do the little freeze in midair thing. But it just gives that certain je ne sais quoi that really is just perfect, honestly. Fantasy and 40k. Yeah, I know I know we played Vermintide a bit back in the day, but wasn't sure if you were a 40k guy. But of course, I know we have a bunch of mutual friends who are very much into 40k. And those are who I think of when I think of this kind of stuff. Whoop. I keep thinking there's going to be stuff up here when I see these kinds of arrangements. Serious ultra kill? Yeah, honestly, probably pretty similar. Of course, with ultra kill, you are a hyper agile, fast robot lady who's zipping around like a ninja doing cool shit, kind of like a la Warframe. Whereas this game, you're a thick, chonky robo, or not robo, but like cyborg mega human badass crushing things but like underneath his boots, and everything is large and crunchy and thick and amazing. Everything is thick Campbell soup, not like the soupy liquidy stuff, but the chonky kinds. I was also not paying attention to what my little head friend was saying. What were we saying, buddy? What was that? What do I need to do here? Blow shit up? Alright, cool. Will do. There a switch I can press? Chaos Gods are the same and up to the same schemes. Oh, that is like yeah, between fantasy and 40k? Gotcha. Johnson says, have a good night. Excitation levels are 0. Have a good night, Johnson. Thanks for hanging out, bud. She says she's got a long day ahead of her. Nice brain just chilling here. Excuse me. I feel like there was something I missed. Go back real quick. There might have been a switch. Oh, or... Hold on, let's jump back up here. 800 hours in Vermintide. Yeah. And then... Oh, I forgot about Darktide. Right, because that is... I guess that's out now, isn't it? Awaiting orders. I'm gonna see if there's like a prompt that I missed. I feel like there's something I'm supposed to do here, but I missed what it were. But yeah, not known for their agility, but they're known for getting shit done. Yeah, good games though. Not terribly deep. It is kind of daunting. Yeah, I mean, I guess some of it, like the basic. Oh, over there. I guess the basic gist is of course, there's a lot of the stuff about about chaos and all that jazz, and the not exactly elder gods, but like the big bosses that kind of run the show. Here we go. Sounds like that's like a pretty big focus, and a lot of the extra stuff is, I'm not gonna say it's just fluff, but it's probably not like mandatory for having the full experience. Okay, so that was the end of the level right there. All kills, we got not quite all secrets, but we still did pretty well. 5 out of 6 ain't bad. Practically what Meatloaf was saying in his song. Exactly, I heard about the rough launch. I wasn't sure if that was a beta or a 1.0 launch. Or early access, that kind of thing. But yeah, I did hear about that. But I've heard that, like, yeah, a lot of the extra kind of optional lore is fascinating and very dense, and there's a lot of it. But, like, the general gist apparently is fairly simple, which is good. Came out in November. Yeah, that's the little blips and bloops I've heard about. Still pretty good, though. Similar to Vermintide, yeah. Because, I mean, I liked Vermintide a lot. I only played it for, like, 50, 60 hours total. I like it a lot. But I didn't really stick to it, and I've never played Vermintide 2. I'm sure that's probably the better game. But yeah, Darktide came across my eye because I was like, well, I like Vermintide, so anything that's like that, but in a sci-fi setting, I'm down. Early access, but kind of forgot about it for a bit. Yeah. If it's the kind of thing where they're still working on it and there's time to fix it up and get her done, then I'm down. Hab workforce tolerance is insufficient. Taser. Oh, I didn't quite read all that, but anyway. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. I mean, if it's still early access, then they're still time for them to turn it around. We'll see. But I know, of course, there's been a slew of that kind of stuff lately. There, of course, was the Golem game that came out, and apparently it was quite disappointing according to some. There was a couple of other similar cases that have been fairly recent. What was it? There was another one that was just the other day, actually. That, probably jumped that. Let's see what else there is. There was the Golem game. What else? I feel like there was one, like, just yesterday or, like, 2 days ago that I saw. I like this very badass, kind of gothic, but also technology, fancy schmancy architecture. Not sure why he's pointing me to that wall there. Games Workshop store, yeah. Some lore books. Oh boy, yeah. I mean, I guess that's the thing. If you wanted to like read some novels and like kind of read the history and like the deep lore, there's a lot to sink your teeth into if you so desired. But I don't think that's required to be able to play the game. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of history there. I think Arctic, who's one of my mods, he was telling me that, yeah, he just likes to read some of the lore, just in general, just because it's fascinating. There's some buddies over there. Heavy stubber cultist. I can get around to those fools. I think if I just jump this thing, though. Maybe I can see them. I kind of want to, like, I don't want to, like, kind of pick through them. I want to fucking stomp into their party and fuck them up. Whoop. No, not quite. Let's keep looking. Was it Red Dawn? It was Red Dawn. That's exactly it, yeah. 60 books. Oh my god. And then there's more. Yeah, exactly. Yo, what's up, Newbie? We're doing some dare drop operations right now. I got a couple of achievements that I'm working towards right now. I'm assuming the grav gun is probably going to be later in the game, but this is level 3 or 4 that we're on right now, so we're probably about halfway to the chapter 1 level 8 stuff. And then, what is it? The something of change, the Lord of Change? Yeah, I'm assuming I'll know it when I see it. Purple. Oh, hello. Pinky Horror? I love your name. Oh my god, little blue buddies, blue horrors. And they are immune to explosions. Oh, hello. Did he spawn a bunch of blue boys? He does spawn blue boys upon death. Ain't that fancy? I thought there was another one. I think he just murdered his own homie. He like shot through his homie for a chance to get to me. Oh, he explodes. Okay, that probably wasn't wise. They explode on death. Info has been downloaded. Good to know. Took a bit of damage there. Oh, here we go. Oh, I need a key for this one. Okay. So good to know. We found... Oh my gosh. So is this like a spawn site of those little demon friends? Whenever we see purple, we should know to be wary. That might be a broken bridge up there. Oh, or you can just walk around it. Perceived lack of... Oh, hold on. Hold that thought. Guess these guys are probably mostly melee, so we can just chainsaw them to death. Yeah, more purple. Expect more of those little fellas. The Zinch demons. They split off. Yeah, that is a nice little touch. Yeah, I'm guessing that's probably a carryover from other games in the... Ooh. Serious. Oh, red key as well. Now, there's no way I can just jump up to that shit. Whoop. Yeah, even if I could jump on top of that thing. Pretty badass looking statue. Look at the... I guess it's a moon structure of some kind above us, too. And again, it's really cool architecture, the gothic structures, man. The skyscrapers. Oh, this is so fucking based. So fucking cool, man. So terrifying and menacing. Has this aura of evil about it. I'm kind of down for it. Actually, can I make the jump here? Whoops. Whoop. Not quite. Let's split off some friends. It might have instantly killed them. That'd be awfully convenient if that's the case. Or Chaos Gods, gotcha. Okay, the God of Change. Well, we're looking for change things. One of the enemies we're looking for is called a Lord of Change. So how appropriate. Oh, hello. Yeah, that's a plasma fell, I think. Or maybe not. Yeah, it's the pink horse. Okay, so those guys have ranged attacks. And they split off. Yeah, there's that. In fact, yeah, I saw he drops 3 armor, or contempt rather. Oh, hello. I'm guessing that's considered a secret because it's kind of out in the open. No complaints here though. I'm out of grenades. That's okay. There we go. I see a juicy corpse like that. How can I not carve it up a little bit? There's some nades. Yeah, they drop contempt, which is helpful. We'll take what I can get. Let's go this way. I hear them. It's the cultist, and he's the cultist as well. I'm trying to keep an eye out for the plasma fellows, because I know they explode on death. I'm not sure what caused them to raise their arms up like that. It looks like they're surrendering, but then they continue shooting, so I think they're doing something else. If you have to completely... Yeah, so I think that's why the nades sometimes prevent the splitting from happening, because it just insta-gibs them. Oh, speaking of things that are extra tasty, such as gibbinations. There we go. He's already dead. I don't have to chainsaw him anymore. I just want to. There we go. I had to be sure he was truly, truly dead. It's a heretical thing. Is it the shotgun, baby? Oh, shit. Oh, damn, that's tasty. Oh, was there some infighting? Maybe I shouldn't have interrupted them. Oh my god. I know I've already made this joke before, but good fucking lord, this is satisfying. In a extremely sexual way. And I thought the bolt gun was already impossible to beat, and yet here we are. Shotgun times are... It was the best of times, it was the shotgunniest of times. I can appreciate the mix of technology shenanigans and ultra violence, and also some like eldritch kind of demon summoning shit. It seems like this has got a little bit of everything for everybody, which I can appreciate. I guess it's one of the draws of Warhammer 40k in particular. Right, surely we can make this jump, right? And I only have one shot at this. I think if I just get good, save real quick. If I just fucking am smart about this. Whoop. We got it. Alright, so anything else while I'm up here? Nope. I'm gonna assume there's no fall damage. The door is back this way. There's a heavy bolter as well. Oh boy. Will I be unable to contain myself? I'm not afraid. There's a whole row of healthy boys. Always a good sign. There's the... Yeah, there is the quick save as well. I try not to lean too heavily on quick save because I know I've definitely found myself in situations where there was a regretful quick save, but probably okay in cases like that where I'm just lining up a jump. Some friends over there. Because they haven't seen me yet. I mean, the shotgun, of course, as you can imagine, is best when things are up close and personnel. Back this way. More buddies over that way. We just have to pick a direction and start going. A plasma gun? Oh, baby. I bet it's going to be a good one. Ooh. Secret discovered. Machine Spirit. Praise the Omnissiah. I'm guessing the Omnissiah is the thing that we're all about. The Imperial... The Empire, or whatever the fuck we are. The Space Marine people. Jesus. It's so over the top, and I just love it so much. Normally, I just go for the melee hit. Like that. Hold on, one more. Yeah, his corpse is too juicy. We can't... Oh, here we go. Oh, I knocked him down. It didn't kill him. It just knocked his ass down. Can I just be sneaky? It does hurt him. It just doesn't hurt him much. There we go. Oh, grenade. Also, I think I just figured out that the goop that we're seeing right here, I think that's the evil Space Marine blood. We probably can't make that jump. It's probably fun. Oh my. Kind of ominous. It's like a catacomb full of bones and corpses stuffed all the way up. Look at that shit. God dang. I have a feeling... Oh, hello, a flamer. Is he gonna try to, like, say mean things to me online? On the internet? And more friends. Whoop. Is that gonna get him? I got one of them. Try the other one. Whoop. Uh-oh. Is it too much? Oh god. Oh boy. Oh, we got the same error again. That's okay. Let me I think it was... Well, we did do a manual save moments earlier. That's not the issue. Let's close this. We've already seen this error. Actually, hold on. Oh, yeah, it actually did crash. Yeah, that's okay. Close this. I think if I just relaunch, it'll probably be okay. Task manager. It's the machine god of the Mechanicus. Oh, Irasi! There we go. Complete. It's the complete pristine long man. So the Omnissiah, the machine god of the Adeptus Mechanicus. So it's a heretic thing, but the Imperium puts up with it. Okay. So, like, we're not happy about it, but we kind of turn a blind eye to some of it because it benefits us. Gotcha. And then Irasi with the gift sub. Irasi says, don't you worry, Alex. Those crashes are a little bit annoying, but I got you, says Irasi. Irasi, that's so sweet, buddy. Thank you, my friend. That's so generous. Throwing some gift subs at us. Totally not a thing I ever am you know, hoping for or am like, you know, wanting people to do necessarily, but that's so sweet. I really appreciate that, man. I always note that there's that I've seen like other streamers do a very good job of having like, oh, incentives for people that gift the most subs per stream, that kind of thing. Oh, and Liberty, thank you as well, my friend. Freaking 2 months with that resub. Thank you, my friend. Yeah. It's like, I feel like I don't have a whole lot to offer for people that sub or even people that gift subs or cheer, that kind of thing. But seriously, that's very, very sweet. I appreciate you guys. Very, very generous. I Rossi, there's 5 gift subs. Holy shit, man. Insig, Unstable, Tyrandert, Farfnug, and Osa. Some freaking homies in that list, man. I love it. All excellent people. Irossi, I get you with the long man. As far as I'm concerned, Irossi, you are the resident long man. So freaking nice, man. And then Liberty also with that Prime Gaming sub. Appreciate you, man. That's very nice. Imagine wasting a perfectly good Prime Gaming sub on my scrubby little ass, but my scrubby little ass appreciates it. And also the no ad experience, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the ads are annoying, man. They're obviously extremely annoying. Now we saved just before we did all, or I guess it auto-saved actually before we went this way. Let's actually, I think what I did is I went over this way. We turned these 2 lads into pure liquid. I'm missing a purple key. And then we went that a ways. This time I'm gonna go this a ways. I'm assuming it all probably wraps back around. Yeah, it looks like that is most likely the case. Yep, turns them into liquid, as advertised. There we go. I don't know what it's about those, like, those extra large fellas, but I see their corpses, and I just want to turn them into mush. Bracken Boltgun ammo. So that means Boltgun is what we should be using for a bit. Yeah, there we go. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, that's a shotgun. Right. I forgot what my weapon was for a second there. So that's a secret, and then there's gonna be... Oh, here we go. Yes, this thing. I do remember this. I remember enjoying it when we first saw it a while back, and we're enjoying it now. Go down that way. But yes, again, Irossi, that 5 gift sub, in some streaming circles that I follow, they call that a high five, so thank you for the whoop-bam high five. Those 5 gift subs, and Liberty also with that resub. That's very, very kind of you. As, Liberty nailed it, the whole thing about, you know, not having an ad-free experience. That is a desirable thing. I never fault anybody for using ad block or feeling kind of put off by the whole Twitch ad experience right now. It's kind of a bummer because compared to the Twitch of even just like 2 or 3 years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, the Twitch experience of nowadays compared to how it was back a whiles back, we'll say, it's kind of generally worse, just in a general sense, and so much of that is because of the ads, like the ad experience and how hard Twitch has been going on that shit for a while now. It's a bummer because it's kind of a necessary evil. I mean, I get it, you need that ad revenue to make the website profitable, or at least less unprofitable. It's just how it is, but it's a bummer because it chases a lot of viewers off. It makes streamers less inclined to want to use the site. You know, they go to YouTube, they go to Facebook, they go to other less than savory streaming sites sometimes. So it's kind of a lose-lose, man. Like, I get it's a necessary evil, but it's driving viewers away, it drives streamers away. I keep hoping that Twitch will go through what YouTube went through. There was kind of a YouTube adpocalypse that happened in like 2013, 2014, where a lot of people were feeling put off by how YouTube was doing ads. Then they figured out the content ID system, and it started to get a little bit more... They started to like kind of figure out the system a little bit better. I mean, it was still automated, but it was like starting to feel less shitty. And I fumbled that melee a little bit, didn't I? I think a lot of us are hoping that Twitch will figure out what YouTube ultimately figured out. It's still not perfect. I mean, the content ID stuff still fucks over a lot of content creators on the regular, but it seems like it's not as chaotic as it was back in those days when they were still trying to get their sea legs. So we'll see. We'll see how things turn out, but it's frustrating. But in the meantime, that is not to... Oh, here we go. Yes, perfect. That is not to dissuade or discount the generosity of those who do pony up the cash for a sub. That's super freaking kind of you guys. Really appreciate that. Ooh, a little bit laggy. A little bit laggy. It's not CPU. I'm looking down. It's not the CPU getting overloaded. The CPU is hanging in there just fine. Oh, I'll take that. Little nuggets of armor. Ammo is full. Yeah, I remember commenting on the skulls here last time. Those things. Or the like tons and like walls of skeletons. Thinking more about the olden days of, well, olden days, like the circa 2018 days of Twitch. Y'all remember back in the day before it was Prime Gaming, it was Twitch Prime. And with Twitch Prime, in addition to kind of a more sensible name, if you had Twitch Prime, not only did you get like 1 free sub a month, which was pretty cool, but you got that sweet, sweet ad-free viewing for all channels if you were on Twitch Prime. That was like a really sweet deal. And it's not terribly surprising that that Amazon-owned Twitch was like, we're gonna rein that in. It's kind of a bummer. Not terribly surprising, but it is a bummer because that was a sweet deal, man. I mean, Amazon Prime is not exactly cheap necessarily. It's a fairly not cheap monthly cost. I don't remember what it is right now. I actually do the once a year thing myself, so I don't do the manual, the monthly thing. I just do the once a year annual charge up front. But yeah, I mean, Amazon Prime giving you, in addition to a monthly free sub, but also ad-free viewing. So it was basically Twitch Turbo bundled in. It was pretty nuts, and it was only there for, I guess, about a year or so, but it was a sweet, sweet deal. It's too pure for this world, though. That's how it goes. So there's more fellows over that way. More fellows and Cinderellas. Do the yearly as well. Yeah, it's a little bit cheaper. Yeah, it's a little bit cheaper. I think you basically get a month free if you do it, the yearly thing, but it's a commitment, obviously. But I mean, I'm pretty much a Twitch power user, so I guess it makes sense for me, at least. I follow a lot of people. I watch a lot of streams, in addition to streaming myself. Follow a lot of friends on this platform, and I don't actually use a lot of the Amazon features myself. I don't really shop on Amazon that much. Amazon Prime Video I use every once in a while, so there's probably a lot of features that I'm kind of leaving on the table myself. Mr. Kubos, what's up, bud? Not sure why Stream Elements keeps being like, hey man, remember that time you started your stream? It's like, yes, thank you, Stream Elements. I remember. I remember. Kubos, we're doing some Boltgun. This game's real freaking good, man. We're dinging it a bunch, and it is extremely satisfying. And we found a key. And then we saw that man completely in half, and then shotgun that man in the face. There we go. Let's do that again. There we go. Shotgun is so satisfying. So tasty. Extra crunchy. I'm trying to keep an eye out for the names of things, because I feel that the Lords of Change might actually be coming up sooner than I think they were. Sooner than I was originally thinking, that is. Well, I gotta reload. But I reload real fast. There we go. Let's cut that man in half. That's a good point too. Yeah, if you have regular purchases that you make, I mean, especially for, yeah, stuff for pets, so litter boxes, you know, getting extra litter, that kind of thing for your cats, or cat food. Something where you know you have a regularly occurring cost. You can do the subscription thing, which is kind of nice. Like the once a month or maybe once every other month subscription stuff. I used to do that with a couple of things. So that, yeah, that can actually kind of pay for itself over time when it comes to, you know, the free 2-day shipping, that kind of thing. So it's nice. I don't really have enough costs myself that I need for stuff like that. Like Dexter, my dog, his medicine is a prescription medicine. Oh, hello. Yeah, saw him up. There we go. I'll take that. Thank you very much. So I go to a vet's office for his medicine, and his snacks are pretty, whoa, a little laggy. Whoa, buddy, a little bit laggy. Just a little bit. It's a cool shotgun of fire they're doing, man. It's a pretty sick effect. Yo, what's up, Unstable? Almost beat it. Yeah, old school Quake. It's real satisfying. And you've probably noticed I'm not playing very smartly. I'm getting shot by a lot of dumb projectile effects, but I mean, it's pretty forgiving. It's extremely satisfying, but it's not overly demanding, which is nice. You know, difficulty-wise or otherwise. I have no more explosives. That's okay, because we got lots of shotgun ammo, and that's all we really need to survive. Lords of Chain. So it's a boss, yeah. I feel like it'll probably be pretty obvious once we see him. That is so delightfully enjoyable. Hardcore. Ooh, there you go. Yeah. Like, you mean like they got sick of the game because you were playing it so much? Or like the grotesque gore was sexually satisfying you to the point of having to censor certain parts of your stream unstable? You'll know when you fight. Yeah, because that's one of our dares. I see a few people have done little command to see what the dares are, but yeah, that's one of our dares, is to find the Lord of Change and murder his entire face. Once you do that, we'll have a giveaway of this game to give away to the chat. Mind if I do? Got more nards, more nades. Oh. We're awaiting mortars. We got that. We're looking for the grav gun. Then we're also looking for, this is, what level is this right now? This is, it doesn't actually say what level this is. I think it's like level 3 or 4. We're looking for chapter 1, level 8.
Taste annihilation.
He's throwing grenades at me. Whoops. Let's just go over here. There we go. Very dramatic sounding music. Actually, I remember this area. We came from the other side. I remember knocking him down that way too. Whoa. There we go. The way you move around. Oh, right. Yeah. Just like too quick movement. I could see that too. People that might be a little bit on the motion sick side. Yeah, that'll do it. Zipping around, turning really fast. Yeah, I usually tend to play these a little bit slower just because I'm looking for secrets. I'm looking for the extras. I don't need to, I want to though. I was actually hoping to get like a death from above kind of effect there, but that works too. There's something so satisfying about jumping in the air, doing the chainsaw or the melee kind of lock-on effect, sawing an entire man's torso off of his body, and then following it up by like turning to his homie and shocking him in the face like this. Blam, and then blam. It's just a very satisfying combo that you just really can't beat, man. There's just something about it. Oop. Audio gets a little bit chirpy sometimes. And all the secrets, nice, man. There's a lot of them, too. There's a lot for those that want to plunder all the secrets. The melee lock-on, it's kind of overpowered in the best of ways. In the bestest of ways. I think that means our shotgun strength went up, which is good. And I think the door that is locked, it's that purple one right there. Also, what's up, Whale? Good to see you, buddy. Whale popping in, being like, oh, I see we're doing some games. Alright, this looks like the place. Boop. Terminator, he says. Actually, what am I doing? There we go. So that was like a super mega charged evil Space Marine fella. And like a real pro, you have to finish him off with a melee. You don't have to finish him off with melee, but it's a good idea. It's an enjoyable idea for sure. Got all the goods. Got the glowy gun, that's how you know it's real. What's poppin'? We're doing well, man. We're doing well. We're playing some Boltgun. This game's real good. Game's real good so far, and we are still very much in the intro parts. We're sawing bad guys in half, feeling like a boss. It's getting a little bit choppy sometimes, but I wonder if I need to close something. Nah, I think we're good, probably. There's these fellas. Was that enough to obliterate him? Actually, that might have done it, because he didn't spawn little blue fellas. So shotgun might be enough to... Ouch. To prevent the splitinizations from happening. Turning off VSync. Good call. Let's do that. Because I thought it was off by default. Ooh, good thinking. Yeah, that might actually help. Because, yeah, we actually had the game crash on us a little bit earlier. So I'm trying to be, like, mindful of it being nice. Ooh, it feels real smooth now. Some Retro Doom. Oh, yeah, Retro Doom. And also, like, ultra-violent, chonky, juicy... Kind of its own thing. I mean, Quake for sure, Doom for sure, but also its own kind of thing that I'm really vibing to. Just feel like an extra heavy big boy who just stomps over everything. In the best of ways. The good kind of stompies. What was the last retro revival shooter game that I played on stream all the way through? I mean, we've done a lot of the Haunted PS1 collections that did a, you know, a little bit of everything, you know, a little bit of FPSs, a little bit of, platformers, strategy games, like the Haunted PS1 collections, kind of a grab bag. I'm trying to think of the most recent shooter that I played all the way through. That was kind of a retro revival of sorts. What it would have been. But it's a genre I do find myself coming back to on the regular. Or sub-genre, I guess you would say. Thank you for the tip, by the way, Unstable, on turning off VSync. I think that might have helped tremendously. From above! Oh! So satisfying. And then chop his body in half for no reason. I cut his entire body off. Oh, Jesus, hello. Just kind of turned right into that guy. But yeah, I think Dan is exactly right, Stoats. I think he was right where if you shotgun or if you just obliterate those imp fellas, those demon boys enough, they will be uninstalled from existing and they won't split off like that. Into little blue fellas. Also, again, we're getting a cool mix of sorta, not steampunk, but like kind of technology stuff with gothic architecture and kind of some demony ritual magic shit that I'm really appreciating. So like we get a little bit of everything, man. Pretty sick. Is he laughing at us? Hold on, I gotta taunt you first. Let's just say I think he threw a nade down. Let him try. Oh, did that fuck him up? Oh, it didn't. Hasty. Let's think what I might do. This was one of the default settings that I upped the ante for. I think I actually will lower this to I instead of ultra. Maybe I should have just stuck with the default settings. Thinking I was getting a little bit too overconfident. As the video's a lot smoother, but the audio still chops a little bit. Just a little bit of choppiness. Also, lots of stuff. Ammo here. Thank you. I had no idea. Ammo in a first-person shooter? Taunt him, and then he explodes. There you go. See? That's what you do. You taunt right before they're doomed anyway. Guess that's the door. That's a bridge, I think. Oh. Oh, yeah, we've been there. Okay. So this is all kind of a vertical area. No complaints here. Any secrets? That looks like something I could maybe jump to, but it also looks like it would... Oh, actually, there's something down there. Yeah, you know what? I think I might do a little bit of platforming. Hold up. Our grenades are full. Would feel a little silly to lose a bunch of progress. But I see the big shiny and I go, you know what? That tickles my pick up the things sense when I play games like this. Oh, wait, no, we have not been there yet. Yeah, we have not been here. I would remember that ominous pit in the middle. So let's hold off. I don't want to miss any encounters or fun things along those lines. Need to activate. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's do it the proper way. The way the game wants me to. Sometimes I'll see the red glow of our skull friend and I'll think like, oh shit, is that like a grenade or something? A purge, you say? So that means it's an enemy surge of sorts. I don't know where they're coming from. Oh, there's one there. Oh, there they go. Okay, so I could just bolt gun them from a distance, or I could just jump in and fuck them up like a real boss. And I think there's really no option here. Oh, yeah, they spawn in. Good to know. Good to know. That's what they'll just do. Ouch, I'm getting shot up a little bit. So this is probably where you actually have to play a little smart. Whoops. Very red. Yeah, audio still cuts out a little bit. But video's been pretty pristine, and I don't think the stream's been dropping at all. Feel free to let me know if the stream, if the visuals get choppy at all. But if I do my job right, it should stay pretty consistent. Ouch. You know what? Actually, yeah, we will switch to this thing. It's kind of firing into the... Actually, let's jump up and grab some more stuff. Oh, that's probably the exit right there. Those flamer boys are actually kind of tricky because those projectiles are quite numerous. Ouch. Oh. There we go. And these, I think these sometimes home in on you, or if they don't, they're just big. But hard to rely on this for long range. Let's get back in there. None of this firing from a distance thing. Let's get juicy. Oh, is that a big boy? It's a big fella. Lots of them. Yeah, there's the big guy. Yeah. But he's getting close, which is a foolish notion. You reload real quick. Ouch. Oh, jeez, 31 health. I gotta be a little bit more careful about this. That, no matter if I do. Woo. Where's the big fella? Oh, Jesus, I just kind of ate that shit, didn't I? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh, there's another one. Oh, I died. Yeah, so that's pretty tough actually. So you gotta be a little careful about that. Let's hold the last save. This is right as the purge began. Alright, so yeah, let's be a little smart about this as much as I want to just throw caution to the wind. Grab this thing. Actually, maybe I should have waited until after, like, the big boys jump in here. Didn't I say I was going to be careful, then here I am, just flinging myself into danger. This game will support mods. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, I'd be curious to see what, like, the Warhammer community at large would potentially do with a game like this, and if there was, like, more they wanted to add in, more guns, more enemies, that kind of thing. Myself in a bit of a corner here. Woo! Hurting. Oh, 40 health, by the way. Let's get some giblets. It's ammo. Look some hookies. like a was like a big pickup somewhere over here last time. Some plasma. Oh, some grenades. Grenades are kind of health if you really stop to think about it. Look at this fella. He thinks he's so cool. I should know better than to stand still for too long, because those melee fellas are probably not too far behind me. So they are indeed pretty far behind me. I'll kind of tenderize them a little bit. Oh, I'm still getting shot to shit. This big fella's not doing me any favors. Oh, shit. 3 health, by the way. It's out of there. Oh, I was kind of hoping I could get that last guy. Load last save. Okay, I can appreciate that this is up in the ante difficulty-wise. I'm gonna hold off on picking up that one... This guy up here, because that's the thing you get when you, when things get weird. And they bust out the big fellas. Wonder if they don't spawn in the big guys. Oh, there we go. Now they're spawning, and I see them now. We're full on these right now. Last time I went, I've made questionable decisions by kind of going to these little side paths. Oh, but there's lots of stuff over here. Health and armor. I should have come here much sooner, honestly. Yeah, 194. Look at that, baby. We like to see around here. I just feel a little bad just seeing it, like just chilling out here all so far away. What is this in the middle? Oh, good question. I actually kind of missed this. Oh, is this the plasma thing? Oh, baby. Oh, it's a big boy. Keep missing. There we go. A lot of damage. Oh, hello. Not quite what I meant for, but sure. I wonder if the splash damage hurts me. Oh, Jesus. I don't think it does. What? I don't think it does. Let's jump back up here. Whoa, and fall down. Go back to those big pickups we saw earlier. And this thing. Ouch. There we go. Whoops. Yeah, it one-shots those guys. It doesn't prevent the little fellas from spawning out. But it fucks them up real good. Yeah, this thing is pretty sick. Pretty good damage. Pretty sick self, by the way. Back to where we saw those really nice pickups earlier, because those were quite nifty. Whoop. Oh, couldn't quite make it. Ouch. I think if I just sprint up these stairs. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, there was hella stuff in here. Here it is. You can charge it up. Oh, good question. Let's find something juicy. It doesn't, it looks like it just quick fires, but still pretty satisfying. Whoop. Oh, not quite. So I gotta go up and drop down upon that thing for me to get it. I think it'll be worth it. I want to get that little pickup thingy. Yeah, good call, by the way, Silver. This is a very enjoyable weapon to use right now. It's an enjoyable weapon to use at just in general, but especially appropriate given the circumstances. Oh, except I'm out of ammo for it. That's okay. Purge over? Like the color scheme has changed back to normal. Also, the audio is like, we have the thing where we have like blood that is rushed to our head, to our ears. So the audio is kind of muffled because we're in extra murder mode. I think the purge is over. Again, there's no radar, there's no mini-map, so kind of down to us. But pretty sick, though. Yeah, plasma gun is real good. It's possible that... Actually, here, let's test it. Is there splash damage? Yes! Quite a bit, actually. That's fine, that's fine. It was for science. Purely for science. There's enough health pickups, we're gonna be fine. Things to try to snag if possible. We'll get you killed. Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion, unstable, that this is coming from experience. I'm too unstable says, ask me how I know, Alex. Lots of stuff to clean up. I realized when I picked up this weapon, I didn't actually get all the ammo for it. Oh, wrong button. Oops. Good job, Alex. There we go. So we got all the juice for that thing. It's okay, we got a full health. Well, not full health, but mostly full health. Trying to slurp up all the extra pickups that I can find. I mean, there's a pretty large area. There's no way I'm gonna get everything, but most of the important things. Experiencing accidental friendly fire or self-damage, that never happens to pro gamers like you and I, right, Unstable? We always know what we're doing. Alex said seconds after throwing a grenade at his own feet like a dingus. Yeah, audio still cuts out a little bit, but again, the visuals have, on mine at least, have been a lot more smooth. Absolutely not. Yeah, never a snafu to be found, right? Let's continue. I think we've harvested extra pickups and ammo and health as much as reasonably expected. So yeah, we picked up a bunch of the stuff from out there. Actually, that looks kind of fancy. Whoop. Aha! That was fancy. We've got everything we need from over there. Yeah, that's old news. That, of course, was the little extra secret thing. Alright, I think we're set. That wasn't just any fancy pickup, it was something for the shotgun, which... I'm not gonna say it's my favorite, but boy howdy is it a good one. It might be my favorite so far. End of the level? Yes, it is. I feel like we did a pretty good job looking for secrets, but we probably didn't get everything. Ooh, almost everything killed. One secret short. Grav cannon, that's what I'm looking for. Then it says praise the Emperor. So to be clear, plasma gun, bolt. Yes, we don't have the grav cannon yet. Be nice if it could tell us. I'm actually gonna look this up real quick. What's the name of chapter 1, level 8? Because I want to make sure we don't miss it. Yeah, chapter 1, level 8. What's it called? So I'll know when I see it. Or mission 8. Sanctum Magistratum. Okay. So that's the one we'll have to make sure we don't... We only attack that level with Boltgun and Chainsword. Like, we don't use any other weapons. So we just started this one. Is... Oh, Silent Martyrs is the level we're on right now. Cool. See, close quarter area, so I will not open with plasma gun. Cogitating. Result is inconclusive. Hello, friend. A Nurgling. I'm feeling we're gonna see more of those. Like a lot more of those in our future. Also, I note that we don't start with all the same ammo. Like, the strength amount is quite good, but we start with, like, not full health, not full armor. So it doesn't carry over necessarily, which is okay. Rearmament. Okay, let's get back real quick. Have a good night, Quirky. Thanks for joining in, my friend. It's good to see you as always. Hope it's a good night for you, and I hope you have a nice day off tomorrow, for that matter. As a fellow Monday off enjoyer. I'm just gonna have the shotgun at the ready. This, to me, reeks and squeaks of little fellas jumping out of us in every which way. I can't quite read it. Just lots of various corpses. Corpses of various constitutions and persuasions. Man, just the vibe of this place is so cool. This whole freaking game. So freaking cool. It's quiet. Too quiet. I don't trust it. I don't trust like that. We just came from this way. Like someone pointed out, no mini-map, so it's kind of up to us to not get lost. This door is also closed. Yes, it is. I'm guessing this is where the Nurglings either hatched from or where they were. Just all this green filth. A sign of their presence. More purple. Ouch. There we go. They don't have a ton of health, as far as I can tell. Need a key? Yep. The cool purple key. Ooh, don't mind if I do. Secret? Hell yeah. Munitions boon. We'll take it. Nothing to spend it on right now, but so long as it doesn't expire until it's used. Hang on to it until the moment comes. Okay, we've already been there. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the melee, I mean, of course, they're small little buggers, so they're gonna jump over you and be hard to hit sometimes, but that's when melee comes in clutch. It looks like a red key to me, alright. We need to find a red key and a purple key, and also just find the next major place to go. My nose is itchy. As the keys we got in the previous levels don't carry over, as you can imagine. That. Oh, never mind. That's where we just came from. I see big buildings like this, and I just kind of instinctively go to the door, but the doors don't seem to go. Maybe it's got to ascend. I see big bridges. Oh, yeah. In fact, yeah. Actually, I know exactly what they want us to do. I kind of eschewed this area earlier. Now I see the light. Also, I see potentially platforming where secrets could be sneakily hidden. Again, I'm not suffering the delusion that I'm gonna get every pickup and every secret, but I'm trying to do my due diligence. A proper retro gamer enthusiast. For a minute there, I think I threw a grenade, but I think it bounced down, but it's okay. The shotgun kind of cuts through him pretty well. Ouch. He's got a little helmet. That's cool. You know what? I think I've seen people talk about the little helmet, but the little helmet friends. That's familiar to me. I think I've seen pictures of little helmet fella. On red key though, so we're halfway there. Oh, I was like, what's that noise? Yeah, it's the dude analyzing things. Various pickups and dead bodies and such, and says, attention. Attention what? Just nothing, just attention. We painted this place real well. Nice renovation. Okay, well, red key acquired, so I think it's this side. There she blows. Oops. Game saved. And it's a little quiet right now. Third are designated heroes of the Imperium. Failure to perform relevant holy rituals, it says. I think that means I need to murder bad guys and taunt them with correct amounts of vulgarness. Vulgarity. Oh, what the heck? I need to be especially ruthless towards the baddies. Ooh, more shotgun times. So you already have a shotgun. We are also full on its ammo. We're good there. More of your contempt. +2 contempt each time. There we go. I see a big fella. We taunt him, and then we explode him. That's how it works. Oh. There's the guys that explode, yeah. I know better than to... If I can recognize them ahead of time, I know better than to melee them when I can help it. Juicy. This is like a holy site to us, so we have these big old meanies that are desecrating this site that means so much to us, apparently. That's why we need to perform the rituals to purge them. Cogitating path, you say? Cogitating. I usually try to cogitate in the privacy of my own home. You know, I don't like people to watch me cogitating, much less on stream. I mean, that can be dangerous. That shit can get your shit timed out or suspended if you're not careful. So, bitches don't know about my cogitation. What's up, Lollipop? Late streams? That's right. That's right. We got the degen hours. Of course, it is. Actually, it is past midnight, isn't it? The plan isn't to go like crazy late, but maybe a little bit later than usual because I have tomorrow off. So I can be a little bit more of a degenerate than I usually am. Tomorrow in the United States is a holiday. Memorial Day tomorrow. Actually, in some time zones it's today. Yeah, tasty. Heard a noise. Oh. There he is. I was like, I heard a fella. I heard a fella and then I hurt a fella. Path leading down. And a path leading up. Couple choices. Well, they need to use more grenades, man. I thought I was burning through these things. Not burning through them enough. Let's go down first. I think they all might lead to the same general place. Oops, missed the thing. Oh, we did the tongue attack. Yeah, these are the fellas we saw earlier, the plague toads. Let's attack them from a distance. That tongue attack is actually kind of mean. Mean and painful. Oops. Scoop a bunch of this up. We got a lot of buddies. I'm not even sure where you guys are coming from, but there's a lot of you. Also, even my melee is missing sometimes if they kind of fall below your vision. Oh, that's what I need, by the way. 37 health, no contempt. That's where that came from. Okay, so now that we have the purple key, go out this way is what the game is telling you. Yeah, we'll go there in a second. There were some baddies. Oh, there's one. Some baddies we missed, and a couple of pickups for things. Oops. There we go. They're like dropping in from somewhere. Like, where are they coming from? Where they end up in these little ledges. And this was, yeah, this was the other place we saw earlier, I think. As there was a path leading up and a path leading down. We chose the path, yeah, this was where it split. We chose the path less traveled. He didn't even have his, oh, yeah, these guys aren't even hostile sometimes, or maybe they're hostile, but they're just slow on the uptake. He was just kind of standing there. Standing there, not even menacingly. Okay, these guys are menacing. Now, I like to think, since he was in mid-tongue animation, I like to think that he tongued at us and we grabbed his tongue and chainsawed his face off. I like to think that's how that little exchange went just now. I have no reason to believe that's exactly how it went down, but that's kind of my headcanon. Oh, there's another one? Where is he? Show him to me. There you are. Ouch. Not the button I meant to press, but you know what? Yes, it was. Oh, he jumped into my chainsaw. That means I haven't been down this way yet. Oh my. Oh, okay. So we got the purple key. I think we can just go through that very purple looking door. It's probably gonna just bring us back to the exit. Or to the first areas. So make sure we didn't miss any cool pickups. Also, I've been neglecting the plasma gun. It's just I'm a little bit nervous since these are very close quarters. A little bit nervous to inflict that splash damage upon myself. But once we get to the more open areas, then it'll be open season. Using that thing. So here we are back in the open area. Oh, actually, that was my opportunity. Look at that, beautiful. Uninstalled them from existence. Whoops. Have to be careful, because these guys like to spring for you. This one, there we go. They like to kind of rush towards you, so if they jump in the middle and body block a plasma shot and it hits you point blank, it's gonna be a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Come on, I know there's more of y'all. Maybe not, maybe not. So that's where we went earlier. Ooh, I see a little friend. There we go. Hey, welcome back, Dude Dad. I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. It's a good-ass game, man. You might have heard me say, if the game looks interesting to you and you're wondering if it's fun, the answer is yes. If this looks like it tickles your pickle, it's very, very good. Not everybody likes the ultra violence kinds of games. Not everybody likes the retro revival shooters. But if you like those two things, you will like this game. It is practically a guaranteed deal maker. Honestly, I highly recommend. Yeah, 100% agreed. I'm unstable. Good stuff. I will, against my better judgment, continue with this thing equipped, even though these close quarters, man, they make me a little bit nervous. But fortune favors the bold. Just like with RimWorld, you know, sometimes I play that game in ways that are not always in my best self-interest, but when it works out, it's really satisfying. Same kind of vibe here, where, you know, this might not be a good idea, but it also is extremely sexually satisfying to land a good, well-placed plasma shot. Way that it just liquefies these fools. Pretty good damage. And the coverage it gives, quite good. I see a fella spawning in. We got lots of buddies. Threw a grenade down, and he's in splash damage? Oh, it didn't actually hurt him. Maybe he was outside the range. Look at this, man. This plasma just liquefies things. From solid to a mixture of liquid and gas. It's like a science experiment, man. How do we turn a perfectly normal human living thing into a mishmash of liquid and gas and guts? Using a single click of a mouse or pull of a trigger. And again, I've kind of been eschewing grenades just because the plasma does so well. Heard a noise. Whomst goes there. Maybe it's my floating brain friend. He tends to make noises sometimes. I think this is where I came from, isn't it? Oh, game saved it. This is not where I came from. The game autosaves like that. Oh boy. Lots of health, lots of armor. Is there a boss battle coming up? What's going on, man? Game's being nice to you like that. It's usually for a reason. Oh yeah. Yeah, something's going down, man. Something's coming. Shrines located, you say? Heroic spirits? Sign my ass up. See a little jumpy boys. So you about to... Oh, I thought... It's the little ranged attacks. I thought he was gonna, like, throw a grenade at me, and I got shook. There's Helmet Friend. That's right. I think I've unlocked a memory. I think that little helmet buddy is like a running joke or like a recurring enemy character thing from other Warhammer games. I feel like I've seen that little helmet friend in the context of Warhammer 40k elsewhere. I don't know what his name is, I don't know what his significance is, but... Ooh, but I know it's a purge. Oh, buddy. Oh, it's purging. Oh, we purging, boys and girls. Try to be a little bit smart about our placement here, because as we know, we can get overwhelmed pretty quickly and quite easily. Try to be some degree of smart. But not too smart. Come on, you gotta have a little fun, right? You gotta get a little silly. There we go. Hence this thing being used. It's good to know that it's not a matter of just looking for obvious exits and entrances. They will spawn just kind of any which way, so gotta get good. Audio got a little bit silly there. Whoa, hello. They're trying to body block me. So we'll plasma block their faces. Or unlock their face. Oh, 45 health, by the way. Let's get some stuff. Get some supplies. In the meantime, let's go for some safer weaponry. Things that will not friendly fire 40 health off of my Off of my ass if I can help it. Ouch! There we go, there's Helmet Friend, he's done. Oh, there's, yeah. Oh, Jesus. Here's some stuff. Perfect. Just the doctor ordered. The doctor ordered a health pack. Something he would do. Oh, big plague toad. It's a big friend. You have a grenade with your name written on it.
Your salvation is near.
There we go. Oh, yeah, there you go. It's like if you hold it, you can kind of select. And select which victim is next. Oops, I just walked into that shit like a doofus. Oh, Jesus. 9 health. Damn! Where'd that even come from? I was doing pretty good health-wise until that motherfucker decided to enter the fray. Right, well, I gotta grab some more health, though. Oh, okay, so some info, whatever it was that got me. Info about Helmet Friend. I am the one who whelms, who overly whelms. I got nurgled. They nurgled my ass. Thank you, Algaso. I'll be curious to read the lore of these little buddies. The purges do up the ante difficulty-wise, but it doesn't feel like bullshit. It's an enjoyable challenge, but a challenge no less. Oh man, they're I used to think that melee was a good way to deal with those guys, but they can very easily fly under your radar if you're not careful. Man, their melee hurts. Oh, man. Ectoplasma for a bit, but yeah, those things hurt real good. Back over here, ouch. Catching a stray bullet or two along the way. Oof. And maybe just staying on the move is the strat out here, because there's always shit going down. There we go. Oh yeah, sometimes they kind of fall beneath. Yeah, that's where it's tricky. They fall beneath your FOV, and it's a little bit tricky sometimes. So maybe being in the high ground would benefit us. There we go. That's what's up. This might be a bad idea. Oh, it was a bad idea. But I'm sticking to it, man. Oh my god. We lost all of our health and armor, but we fucking won that little tussle. Was it unwise? Yes, but damn, that was satisfying. Hey, what's up, Rosie? I got nibbled earlier. That was not a nibbling that occurred. That was a fucking devouring, but Unstable nailed it. It was so worth it. I regret nothing. Unstable, did you do the same shit when you got to this part where you were like, you know what? Can I just fucking delete this man with a chainsaw? And you did it, but afterwards you're like, wow, I'm out of health. You had no regrets. Look at these guys. They're just sitting up out here. Whoop. You know what? Plasma. Use that splash damage to our advantage. Ooh, there's a lot of squishy stuff out there. There we go. None of this jumpy boy nonsense. Get out of here. This is gonna be a real tasty hallway. Whoop. Oh yeah. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. I'm scared to jump out there, man. There's a lot of shit going down. When I look out there, it makes me glad I'm not you. You did the same shit, yeah. Regret not. That's right, bud. That's right. What did I say earlier? Fortune favors the bold. Fortune favors the messy as well, and chainsaws are about as messy as it gets. That big fucking jumpy boy with his big old tongues. If you're gonna tongue me, at least take me out to a nice dinner or something first, goddamn. I'm not made of meat. Gonna land on him? No, it's gonna land in front of me, actually. Hit him. Ouch. And that hurts. I'm starting to think this guy doesn't like me. What would you say that, Alex? I don't know, it's just a feeling. Well, call it gamer intuition. I'm one of those people who can be like, well, you see, I'm an empath, and I can just sense these things. Oh, yes, is the sense thing that they're trying to actively kill you, is that the giveaway? Yes. I'm an empath. Only I can tell that these people don't like me. I had a shotgun. I think I'm out of everything except for the bolts. Did I just see a jumpy boy just like slide? Oh god, I'm low on health. Time to go grab some toys. Ouch. Let's get, oh my god, look at all the pickups out here. Ooh boy. Got that one big boy. I think that takes a lot. Oh, there's another one. There's another. Kinda not surprising there's multiple big friends. Score a bunch of these. Oh my god. Yeah. Just grab a bunch of goods. Retreat back to my little safety zone out here. Ouch. Yeah, not a great job of actually hitting those little buddies, aren't I? No more of the crack grenades. Do these explode? No, I don't think they do. Ooh. Okay, he's over on this side. I was about to say, I bet he didn't expect that, but he absolutely did expect that. Look at this. Little buddies. Oh, you're still here. Yeah, those things have a pretty darn good range. Even the lesser fellas are nothing to shake a stick at. 88 health. That's the... Oh, that's not the big... That's the big guy. There he goes. Now the purge is done. Woo, buddy. That was spicy. Hey, what's up, Insigus? No, not yet, not yet. Although I haven't played Rimworld since Thursday. You're chainsawing yourself. Yeah, I can feel what I'm inflicting on others. Yeah, and mentally, I'm chainsawing myself in half. I can feel what others are feeling. Chainsaw their faces for the Emperor. That's, I mean... We chainsawed a lot of things, and we got shit done. Oh wait, this is the pub area. Let's go back. That's good. I'm getting all turned around. Went back to go get some juicy pickups. Actually, yeah, I should have just backtracked this way for extra health. I didn't think that there was still stuff back here, but turns out there is. Oops. Oh, that's a dead end, I think. I can't climb up that thing. Yeah, this was from earlier. Oh, that's not a dead end. Okay. Yeah, I should have just backtracked to get like a hella... Oh, actually, there might have been a barrier preventing me from leaving. There was hella stuff back that way. I guess I didn't try, though. I just kind of stayed in that little arena. Got a lot of stuff to pick up, and again, a lot of corpses. I really admire, man. You really get to have a a sense for the artistic side of this game, the way it lets you just paint the walls and floors with the entrails of the heretics. It really is its own special part of the experience. Yeah, we're good on ammo. I think pretty good on grenades. Actually, no, we need more grenades. Jesus, just look at all the red. And green, but mostly red, let's be honest. Excuse me. Heard a noise, but that might just be my fella chattering to himself, or maybe it's my little floating head friend chattering to me, or could be friends. Just because the purge is done doesn't mean that there's yeah, not terribly surprising that there's maybe a couple lurking little gremlins lurking in the corners. Jesus, I just love how this looks, man. So much red. So much juice. Juicy giblets. And a green key, you say? Come on, if I do, I haven't even seen a green door yet. If they, yeah, that's the thing. If they are empathic, then they are also masochists. They're very much down for what they're inflicting. They're like, no, I know what I'm doing. Don't worry. I know what I signed up for, and I am extremely all about it. So these are tombs and such. These are catacombs and sacred grounds that has been defiled by these monsters. That's why we are here to clean up their shit. Here's where we need to go next. We're extremely full on health and armor, but like I said, could use more nards. Oh, speaking of nards, there's some grenades right here. Apparently Boltgun ammo. If the green means this is progress, no, I think it's just there to catch our attention. So path leading up. Ooh. Okay, so that fills up our armor. It can maybe be a secret. I'm trying to keep an eye out for secretive looking spots. Just out of curiosity. Do the same thing. Can I? Oh, I was thinking maybe there's like an open spot somewhere. Okay, maybe not. Okay. That's a good idea. So what's up here? We're full on everything else. Oh, maybe not everything, but like this red shining in through these windows. Very ominous. It's a secret found. Very good. So our bolt gun's gonna get extra juicy next time we use it, which is probably gonna be pretty soon. Yeah, I think we've explored every nook and cranny that there is. We got one secret out of it, so I feel like it was worth it. In the door. Ominous green fog permeates this area. Something. What was it? What was the quote from Diablo when you first enter the cathedral? The sanctity of this place has been fouled. Pretty appropriate, all things considered. Also, I guess this ammo type just gives it splash damage, like your regular shots just have splash damage, because I didn't shoot anywhere near that guy, and the fellas next to him and in nearby zip codes just got turned to a fine pink mist. If this ammo type just thinks about a creature, they explode. Yeah, look at that. One bullet did that shit, man. Got on the ceiling. Jesus. It's a good thing that we don't worry so much about blood and guts as being sanctimonious. or you know, unpleasant. We worry about the bad guys, but we're not too bothered by blood and guts, which is good because we're causing a lot of blood and guts right now. Have I been here before? No, clearly I've not, if these things are pick-upable. Oh, another one, you say? Another one. Actually, let's not pick that up yet. Okay, now we will pick it up. Oh, come on. There we go. I'm trying to catch him. There we go. I'll melee your buddy, too, while I'm at it. I think I don't have to reload right now. I think we just hold down the kill button and things die. There we go. Chainsaw the tongue friend. Oh, wrong weapon. Oops, oops. I mean, sure, well, I've got it equipped. I meant to get the shotgun now. Behind us. Ooh, I'll take that. Yes, that's gonna be very appropriate. It's real fast. Those plague toads, man, they're kind of awful, honestly. Kind of not a fan of those fellas. They are kind of not nice. And again, I'm starting to think they don't like me too much. The feeling's mutual. I'm a big fan of them. I should probably reload when more opportunities call for it. There's Big Buddy. Oh yeah, I see that big tongue. Tongue in my way. Oops. Ow, Jesus. Big and green and sloppy. A big green sloppy tongue experience, just the way it reminds me of college. Ooh, buddy. Oh my god. Speaking of reminds me of college, I was hanging out in Koala's, actually it was Mallory's stream. Mallory and Koala were hanging out. In the same chat, obviously, because Mallory was streaming, but Koala was chilling. And somebody played a clip that I thought was fucking hilarious. There was an interview with two fellas, and they were like, alright boys, you have to give up one thing, blowjobs or cheese. And both guys were like, oh, blowjobs, yeah. I mean, they hurt my jaw, they're very unpleasant. The joke being, you know, obvious, like, no, not giving, but receiving. So, yeah, that was like a funny moment. But then I chimed in, I was like, I don't know boys, I'm lactose intolerant, and I've never given a blowjob that gave me explosive diarrhea. Then Koala was like, Alex, I could change that for you. And I was like, I don't know how to react to that, man. I don't know how to react to that kind of opportunity. That proposition. Like, what exactly are the physics of how it's gonna work exactly? Oh boy, lots of things out here. Let's go back to plasma times. I'm gonna just miss. Whoop. You know what? Fuck you. And your big old sloppy tonguey boy. Does not one-shot those fellas. Good to know. Good to know. Yet another reason why these guys are not my favorite. Not my favorite. No, sir. Sorry, Bob. We're getting a little bit low on health, and I need to be more astute of their location. Kind of firing with reckless abandon. That it? Not quite, not quite. We're not fully done. Now we are done. Oh, no, we're not, actually. Oh, okay. Oh, I saw a green thing. I was just in it, and a projectile exploding. So 2 back-to-back purges, man. Shit got real saucy. Oh, okay. I see. I'm in, like, defense mode. I'm in battle mode, and I see the floating head guy approach me, and I go, oh! I kind of panic. Like, no, he's a friend. It's okay, Alex. Okay. Not gonna get you. Not gonna get your ass. Whew. It's a tough one, but we got a first try. Medical item, you don't say. Grenades. I was slinging a couple of them, although I probably could have stood to use more of them in that fight. this guy. So we are just about maxed out on... What in the world? I'm gonna assume that that's... If I walk into it, it's gonna hurt me, so I'm not gonna mess with that. Just a weird thing to see a in-progress projectile just kind of doing its thing. Actually... Nope, okay. Hold on. Yeah, I see these extra juicy corpses. I can't just leave them. What's this? Probably shouldn't break it. That's probably a holy relic, but I was wondering if there was some kind of way to use it. Sacred texts. All this talk of sacred texts. What about sacred sects? I think that's much more interesting. Sacred horny posts that are considered especially important. Is this a secret? There's nothing up there. I bet there's a secret somewhere around here. It's a question of, do I want to dilly-dally find all of them? Actually, even not considering finding secrets, just finding the next proper way to go would be nice. Also, it is approaching 1 a.m. I was actually hoping that we would accomplish one of our thingies tonight, but actually there's a decent chance this might have to carry over in tomorrow, which is fine. Happy to continue this tomorrow. As much as I do enjoy RimWorld, I'm not above putting it on hold to kind of continue this little campaign we're on right now. Oh. There we go, so we're following all the stiffs. I think this is where we came from though, isn't it? Yeah, I think we came from... Yeah, I think that's where we came from. Because we saw this guy, we fucking deleted him. Alright, so it's probably just on the opposite side then. Here we go. That looks encouraging. Is that the exit? It is the exit. Let's see what the title of the next level is. That might be the one we're looking for. Got all the kills. Like, I didn't get a lot of secrets, though. Oh, all but one. That's been my MO for a minute, is getting all but one of the secrets in each level. Let's do this one. How's about this? I need to use the restroom. Give me 1 sec. So yeah, let's do this level and see how things go then. So, because it'd really be nice to do some kind of giveaway tonight. Given that, you know, I've been kind of hyping this up. Optimal route. Okay, we're cogitating. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out, though, Silver. You're 100% correct, my friend. I see some buddies. Some crunchy buddies. Oh, it's a kind of a shame. I went through all that trouble. Oh man, you know, I just feel like I just realized I went through all that trouble grabbing all those pickups from the end of the level, just to remember that you don't start the next level with your stuff carried over. You start with just the default amount of armor and health and ammo, I think. So, getting the extra bonus things is nice, but... And it's good for having like a satisfying number of challenges found, but it doesn't actually make things easier for you for the next level. Oh, there you are. Yes. There's... Explosive barrel rot horror. You know what I'm just gonna do? Oh, I see you up there. And he's just chilling. He's a no. Oh, they're spawning in. Okay. Chaos Space Marine. Yep. You know what? Plasma cannon is a good time right now. Let it do its thing. Emperor's will, he says. All this in the name of the Emperor, and not just because we think it's fun or cool. Like, I promise I'm not actually enjoying this. It's all for the glory of the Imperium, blah, 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 blah. But also, I happen to be also enjoying this. Ooh, yes. So those aren't secrets per se, but they are very nice. They're very nice to find. So that's obviously the next place to go. However... yeah, this. Yeah, I was gonna say, this just felt like there was something lurking. You could be corrupt. You're right. Should I like self-flagellate my genitals every time I start to have a little bit of fun in this game? Make sure I don't let the pleasure seep in. Or are you worried that it'll start to like give me flagellation boners? Because asking for a friend, of course. For glory and also for fun, just like Papa Sakurai would appreciate. I think you're right, Jet. Why not both? There's a lot of fellas back that way. These purges have taught me to be a little bit more careful rather than just fucking launching myself dick first into the meat grinders. Just take that. So, except I will still do this from time to time, because that is honestly all you really need in life. Ouch. Ouch. Is that gonna do? I can't remember this one shot some. I don't think it does though. Ooh, that explosion does though. Goddamn. I think those don't exactly home on you, but they have a bit of a curve to them that kind of auto-corrects, kind of course corrects towards you. There we go. That's what's up. You would enjoy this. Exactly, yeah. It would start to turn into... it would blur the line between pain and pleasure. Hurts so good. Or to like still look for those secrets, man. I can't help it, man. It's how I tend to play this game. So I want to find the shinies. Especially because the secrets, they usually are really cool pickups that make the guns really, really neat. For limited time, but still really, really neat, no less. Already got the shotgun ammo filled up, so we're all good there. Medical item, yes, sir. It's probably where we need to go next. Let's actually go up top. Had a good feeling about that. Break those things. It is shocking how the game simultaneously makes you feel like a hulking, supermassive bastard of like a meat man, but also you move so quickly and you can sprint and jump, and your air control is really second to none. I mean, you feel so agile, and yet you feel so large and chonky. I feel like the quickest beefcake in all the lands. Just kind of leaping from tree to tree, all wimbly bimbly. Looking great, man. Leaping from tree to tree, all wimbly, but look at these big ass fucking shells, man. It's like 69 billion caliber shells that presumably they just launch at planets to fucking remove them from orbit. Whatever their orbit is. I'm just gonna go ahead and blow those up. I don't know if there's anything next to it, but it just seems... just feels right. Oh, hello. I heard that noise. Hold on. Heard somebody Somebody had an experience just now. Maybe that was my guy. Maybe that was my guy just like cheering. Should do this.
I sent you to meet your foul god.
Didn't even notice the accent earlier. It's a button. Oh, that door. Okay. I think I've got all the goodies. All the goodies I can possibly carry in my knapsack. These little storage containers, it seems like these are frequently where you'll find... Hold on. Okay, now I'm good. Frequently where you'll find really cool little secrets. But not always. Boom. I'm gonna shotgun. I'm gonna lead with the plasma shot for this area. That would be a bad time for splash damage. I'll go up. Take that. I wonder. Yeah, I was wondering if that would like reveal something. Cultist champion, but yeah, he went down like a chump, not a champ. Oh boy, we found the fucking mother load here. Yeah, now for the plasmers. The plorsmers. And just like that. Cleared up that little area easy peasy. Ooh, this is cool. We're on top of a structure this time. Again, I know I keep saying it, but man, the architecture, the vibes, the aesthetic, god dang, this is tickling pickles I forgot I even had in my body. Tickling pickles I thought were at once either no longer present or just long dormant. But let me tell you, those pickles are thriving right now. I think these little blue boys split off and fell down the little hole. Oh well, that's okay. His loss. Or maybe it's inventing new pickles. It's spawning new pickles inside of me and simultaneously tickling them. I think that's what's happening. From a purely physiological perspective, of course. Oh boy. There we go. A little bit sad that didn't... Oh. I was gonna say, wait for him to spawn in and then... Actually, you know what? Fuck that. There we go. Much better. I was gonna say, wait for him to spawn in and then fuck him up. Oh, hello. You're here, too. Yeah, same thing. Get him low on health and then... serve him to his meat gods. Now they have melee as well. I can't just like stand there. Oh, they exploded, right. I can't just stand there and do the melee, but it does get the job done. And go up. Oops. Shame you can't shoot those little shells and have them explode, but they're probably just hollow. So... I wonder if that's like a thing I can just... Oh, is that an invisible wall? Maybe? Oh, no, you can just walk up the stairs, never mind. There we go. Yeah, that one fella exploded. Or he didn't explode, he threw a grenade at me and I didn't really notice it until it was too late. So I lost my armor, my contempt. And we can harbor contempt for him, but it's not quite the same. It's the mechanical contempt. You saw that? Okay, that's fine. It's an awful like the area we were in earlier, but I'm just going to assume this is all new. Ooh, I see arrows. That's a good sign. Analyzing storm particulates, it says. Cogitating. Chaotic energy residue. Prolonged contact. I wonder if it's going to be a purge. We'll find out soon, but my loins, they are girding with vibration as we speak. They really want us to use the plasma too. I mean, I'm not going to disappoint them. Oh my god, I fucking shot the wall in front of me like a dingus. If they want the plasmas, I will give them what they want. Give the people what they want. Fancy music. It's not a purge per se, or purge say. It's not yet. Oh, there are some buddies though. Some buddies coming in hot. Whoa. You've been chosen. Sure like the whole flame attack thing, don't you? It's almost like that's their whole thing. Oh, what's this? A melee smash. That means melee all the things. You fucking got it, bud. Hold on. You have been chosen. Yes. You want the melee? You get the melee. All right. Who wants some? Who's next? Don't know if it's like a good idea, but making me happy. In lots of ways, actually. Okay, back to guns. Guns and melee. I'm guessing that probably makes your melee extra tasty and also maybe helps protect you while you're mid-melee attack. So you're not invulnerable while the animation is firing off. So you gotta be a little smart about it. Couple various little nuggets of health and ammo and armor. Grenades, but again, I kind of forget about grenades and I'm slinging the plasma cannon around a lot. Plasma gun. I hear the battle music. I hear like the fancy music beginning, resuming rather. That makes me think there's baddies I've walked by. Is there something there? No, there's not. Had to be sure though. Sometimes you have to just sling a plasma shot into a closed room just to be safe. Oh, here we go. And of course, we gotta go for the glory finish, man. You can't just kill the last guy with a regular shot. You gotta go all in, man. You have to fully insert yourself. We're talking everything goes in, even the balls, everything. Alright, so we don't have a... do we have the red key? No, we do not have the red key. It's probably not far, though. We have the green... Oh, here we go. We don't need a green key. We just open this. Okay. Gonna be another bloody-ass hallway, isn't it? Hold on. There we go. Okay, now I feel satisfied. Even more satisfied. They spawn in, then instantly get fucked. They're like, yes, I'm here, I exist. Ah! As they get snuffed out. I'm always nervous whenever I'm walking by this many explosive barrels, because it just takes one stray shot from baddie to fuck me up the way that I like to fuck them up real good. Ooh, there's the red key. Okay. What else out here? I'm like waiting for more baddies to spawn. That's what Doom always does, or Quake. Like you pick up the key, then you gotta backtrack, and that's when more fellas like to befriend you. Ooh, purple. Purple means good. Yeah. I don't know if we've seen this one before. Boltgun, strength 5, vengeance. Not sure who we're avenging, but yeah, sign my ass up. More contempt. Oh, buddy. Whoop. Is that gonna get him? Yes, it does. I sure will. Wait, actually, can I climb this? Ugh. I can, but nothing up there. Alright, going up still. We're climbing and climbing. We're ascending. Oh, yes. A big something. Pick-upable something over there. I'm hearing voices. What am I hearing? I'm hearing something. Oh, there we go. Whatever this vengeance thing does, I'm digging it. It is very, very effective. Oh, can't see the banner. Man. I'm digging this. Lots of health. My God, they're being nice to me. It's like, well, what's about to happen, man? You give me all this health. Gave me this supercharged purple death gun. What I did to deserve this, but I'm not complaining. I'm just gonna assume that that's definitely not a summoning circle for a mega demon we're about to wrestle or something. Sorry, I couldn't see past the gut explosion from your friend there. It was making it a little bit hard to see. It's a one-shot too, good lord. I wonder if the other guns get custom ammo, because the bolt gun turns into this boss of a weapon with these custom ammo pickups. I've said it before, but like, yeah, you really don't need anything else with this damn game. Once you get that bolt gun. Even just the default stuff is pretty slick. Yeah, it's 17 shots left for this purple thing. Contempt Servant of the Imperium, it says. I think that was an autosave, so this is looking like a big old room where big old things. What is this? Heavy bolter? Okay, alright. I see you, game. I see you. We were informed that when the heavy bolter enters the equation, that it will make me, specifically me, feel feelings in my nether regions. So I'm preparing myself mentally and physically. So cool seeing like all this dormant technology stuff. I know I keep bringing it up, but the dormant technology stuff and the demonology shit and the this like cultic fanaticism for our respective factions. You know, everything we do is for the glory of the Emperor, and they're in on this whole cult thing with the whole chaos shenanigans. Everyone's very dedicated to what they're all about, and it's a lot. Oh boy, and the Purge. Purgatio in Extremis. What are you? Screamer of the fella. Chaos fella. Oh, I think I just went right by him. Yeah, fuck him up. There we go. So back down to regular ammo, I think. Yeah. Still nice and tasty. I shouldn't have fired that so soon. I was trying to get to the shooty guns. Shooty booty guns. The high ground. I'm glad that last shot landed. That was very convenient. Blue boys are quick and numerous, but they are easy to dispatch. Look how they crash. You shoot them in midair, they kind of like... They don't just give and fall down, they have that kind of tailspin effect. Yeah, baby! So good. So damn good. Where's a big guy? Big fella. Big daddy-o. Don't worry about that fella. My bullets are slow. Slow to reach. There we go, that got him. Right, focus on the big fella. Where'd you go? You know what? I got them nades. Oh, he respawned. Or he actually... I guess health is still the same. Whoop! Oh god. I don't know why. I was in my mind. I was like, if I really get that nade shot, that'll be good. But it's kind of a waste. Oops. What am I doing? Wasting my bullets on this fool. Let's do it that way. Yo, what's up, Liquid Dice? Good to see you, bud. Oh boy. This game looks great. It is very good. Yeah, it is my first playthrough, actually. This game came out very recently. It's been out for, I think, less than a week, and it's very good. I don't pretend to be an expert on all things... Hold on. On all things retro revival shooters and that kind of thing. But I'm liking it a lot. I'm also not at all very well versed with Warhammer 40k stuff. My experience with Warhammer anything begins and ends with Vermintide. And I guess this game now, but yeah. Until this game came out, I'd only played a decent chunk of Vermintide 1, but I never played Vermintide 2, and I've never played the tabletop game either for Warhammer 40k. Yeah, let's do this. Man, that does do a lot of damage. Yeah, fuck him up. Chaos Terminator has been terminated. This area has been sanctified. The purge is done. So good, man. So good. But this game's very good, and as a quick aside, I've been every so often mentioning the fact that in this playthrough we have a couple of achievements we're trying to strive for. There's this cool little service called Dare Drop, where if you are a streamer or a content creator, you can apply for game keys, or you can, if you just buy the game on your own. Regardless, they have game keys that they supply, or you can just buy the game yourself. But regardless, there is a kind of bonus thingy that they offer called Dares, where you can commit to certain achievements, and if you complete those achievements within like a 2-week time frame, you will gain bonus keys, like Steam keys, that you can give to your audience. So we've got that going on right now. We got a list of the dares we're looking for in the chat right there. It's kind of got a little bit of a summary there. I'm full on health, by the way, but it's kind of got a summary of the stuff we're looking for. As a quick heads up, we're probably going to be wrapping up after we finish this level. I've been live for a decent bit of time, and I have tomorrow off, but there's still, from work that is, but there's still a couple things I need to do tomorrow, so I can't be a complete goober and stay up, you know, till 7 a.m. playing this game as much as I want to. But we'll continue the stream this game tomorrow. And at the rate we're going, we'll most likely reach some of those dares tomorrow if we don't reach them sooner. You know what? Let's do one of these. I'm seeing how they're just kind of standing there. All right, cool. It makes my job easy. So, because yeah, I don't think we're gonna be getting the grav gun in this level. And this is chapter 1, level 5 or 6 right now. So we're a ways off from level 8, and then oh, what's this? 30 seconds of infinite. Oh, I wish I would have seen this sooner. Also, it like slow. Oh, it's like bullet time. Oh, there's the heavy bolter. Damn, I wish I would have gotten this sooner. Oh, I feel like a silly fool. So we can at least see what it looks like. Oh, it's big. So this is what it looks like. But yeah, there's nothing to kill because we already completed the purge. It's real. That's real chonky, man. God dang. How many levels, hours or so? So there's 3 chapters, each with I think 8 levels. And I'm about halfway through chapter 1. And admittedly, you can probably already tell, I play this game a little bit slower. Because I try to find the secrets. I try to find the unlocks. You don't have to, obviously, and they're not really necessary. But I get that feeling of satisfaction from... I mean, I'm not going to try to get all the secrets, but I try to get as many as I can. I'm not like a hardcore completionist. I'm not going to, like, lick every single wall. But I'll try to do my due diligence and try to find what I can. So at the rate I'm playing this game, I've probably got another 2 to 3 streams left of this game. That is assuming I don't get completely walled by ridiculous boss battles. I know there are boss battles in this game, but I know not what they entail, just yet at least. Golden Age Terminator armor was used for logging. Interesting. It's glorified farming equipment or farming and logging equipment. I'm imagining these mecha badass armor boys with the helmets and the chainsaws and everything, like all that, but also the wearing oversized flannel shirts, and they got like axes on their back, that kind of thing. That's what I'm imagining. Like, they got big ass fuzzy beards somehow over their helmets, their metal helmets. So stereotypical Canadian core flannel axemen, men and women, but with like badass power armor suits. Can't believe I fucking passed up the opportunity to use that infinite ammo thing. I didn't notice until the baddies were dead, man. I feel like a fool. Alright, we got all the other power-ups. That's just a full health thing. We don't need that. Can't pick it up if I wanted to. What's up, Amnesia? Handle that wood properly. That's right, bro. That's right. Yeah, if that's the farming equipment, what was the military grade stuff then? Because actually, yeah, let's try this thing. Jesus. Fucking turns them to shreds, man. Turns into human soup. Also, there's no reloading. It's just one big ass ammo blob. It's kind of nice, actually. It's kind of refreshing. It's like the minigun in Serious Sam and other places. Are they forklift certified? Oh, maybe that's the source of their power. Maybe the forklift certification includes the power armor license. Strength 5, too. That's pretty sick. Fucks them up real good, like. Yeah, lumberjack. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, yeah. There, a lumberjack in that. There, okay. I slay them demons and I slay demons and cultists all day. I'm trying to think of a good rhyming sequence, but it gets the job done. Man, oh man. Yeah, once we start seeing more of the big boys. Also, does this hurt me? Nope, no it does not. It looks like it has like a splash damage, but it doesn't hurt us. Yeah, once we see more of those mega juggernaut boys, this thing's gonna be real useful. Heretics and demons all day, yeah. Cultists is what I was gonna say, but heretics makes more sense. Love the grenades, don't they? I mean, they're effective, unfortunately. Alright, that can be arranged. kind of parried my melee, so I was like, all right, if you want to go down that way, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you otherwise. It's your funeral, fam. Look at this container. It's all red. Which makes me think there's like a secret in here. There's no way to get in that shit. Oh, hold on. I gotta jump on that chandelier, right? Surely there's something up there. Medical items. Oh, I think it's invisible wall. Okay, that's fine. I see shit like this and I go, I gotta jump on that thing, man. There might not be anything in it for me, but it's the satisfaction of a chandelier jump. It's worth its price alone. Oh, hello. Munitions. Yes, sir. Is that a limited time? No, it is not a limited time offer. Ooh, that's decommissioned. 150 pounds? Oh my god. That explains why it takes a moment. Like right now the gun is down, and then when you click the button it like takes a second, you know, he has to like rear it up a little bit, so. Or rev it up rather. Hold on. Oh, okay, just the same thing. Whee. So the regular bolt gun is, and to be clear, they are separate ammo packs. Yeah, that's right, that's the heavy stuff. Feel a little bad, man. We're showing the little, the small little buddies, you know, the pawns. And we're wielding this big fucking Kingslayer of a weapon right now, so I feel a little bad using this hulking weapon on such small little buddies. There we go. Yeah, this is more what I was thinking. Didn't even get a chance to throw those grenades at us. Fixed position weapon you're carrying it around. Yeah, yeah. It's like a what is it? LMG, like a fixed gun emplacement that we're just like, you know what? I'm just gonna take this with me. It's fine. Like, it's a little heavy. Don't you need a thing? No, I got this. I got this. Let me just sling it over my shoulder. Like a book bag. Beware, fall risk identified. You don't say. You don't say. Rip a heavy bolter. Hell yeah. Start firing. That's pretty sick. I'm guessing you've probably played the Space Marine game, the first one at least. I know the second one was announced at the Game Awards, and a lot of people got very excited, but I've only seen snippets of the gameplay. I've never actually played it. Take that. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I had a feeling. We got a real good weapon to fucking carry us through it. Screamer of... Oh, it's these things, yes. I think I'm not gonna stand still for too long. It seems like a not good idea. Keep on schmoving. The way they just kind of dive bomb, but then I have a feeling there's like a bit of knockback with this weapon. The way it kind of pushes them a little bit. That'd be really cool for us too, for that matter. Once you get the heavy bolter, do you really need anything else? I mean, yes, eventually you run out of ammo, but until you run out of ammo, do you need anything else? Just fucking pumps. Whoop. So, last time I was a fool and passed up a really good power-up that would help me out big time had I seen it sooner. So I'm gonna look around a little bit more. Not just stay in safety zone, like over here. I don't know what's over there, I just see a lot of moving things, and I'm gonna make it not move anymore. Also, I lost a lot of health just now, wow. I was doing real good until I got my butthole shredded by the Butthole Shredder 9000. Yeah, the model really peaked with the 7000, or the 5000 series, but the 69000 is still a force of nature. Oh, it's a Chaos Terminator. Maybe that's what screwed me over. Okay, now I'm out of ammo. Time to taunt him. Oh, actually, I gotta do this thing. A bit of damage. I'm actually gonna kind of scan through here and grab a bunch of giblets. Actually, I think the purge is done. Oh, you're not done yet. Now you're done. There we go. Oh, no, we're not done. No, it's still going. It's still going. 41 health to my name. I'm going to fall to my doom if I can help it. There we go. Let's see any more movement. I think we're good. So the first one was good. You're excited for 2? Hell yeah. The the butthole shredder. Yeah, butthole shredder. What I say, 69,000. Yeah, the butthole shredder to the tune of the BFG, the big fucking gun from Doom. I have a sneaking suspicion I have yet to see this game's equivalent of the BFG. Actually, that might be the grav cannon. I might know the name. Oh, look at this was the freaking mudload. I should have come here sooner. Oh, and there's a thing over here too. Ah, it's okay. So long as it's not the last part. Like if this is not the end of the level. It's the Kraken is what this one's called. Oh, Dexter's awake, my little doggy. He probably wants to go outside fairly soon, but I suspect we are probably nearing the end of this level. It's getting a little bit late, so I'll need to wrap it up in a little bit here. Alright, so there's some stuff down here. Yeah, we're already full on all that stuff, though, yeah, so... Once again, another example of me probably needing to explore more when these purges are happening, because there's more health, there's these kinds of really good pickups that don't carry over when you exit the level. So it's kind of a use it or lose it kind of thing. That is the end of the level. Don't I feel silly? Yeah, we've actually seen this one before, and it's really cool. Love how it fires. It's so good. Yeah. Man, this game fucking slaps, man. This game rips. Rips and tears. Love it, man. Got all the kills. All but one secret? That's my MO. Only one secret left. I don't know why I keep doing that, man. It's not like I see a secret and go to myself, think to myself, you know what, not that one, and just move on by. I'm grabbing everything I can find. This game's fucking good, man. This game's really good, and we'll continue it tomorrow. So how's that sound, man? We'll wrap it up here. We'll continue on the morrow, my friends. Let's make sure we've saved. Actually, we'll do a manual save too. But yeah, the Venerable Bastion. We'll confirm. That's fine. And then we're gonna wrap it up here for the night. Nice little 4-hour little bonus stream, which is good. This game's great, man. This game's really, really good. I had a feeling it was gonna be good because, again, I'd heard really good things. Just from a couple of friends of mine, and then I saw it was kind of doing well on review sites. It was popping up on social media a couple times. I was like, man, this game's really good. And then, like I said, I saw that Daredrop was doing their own campaign for it, and I got a key from them. So shoutouts to Daredrop for hooking me up with a game key for this. It was really nice, and like I said, kind of a bummer we didn't actually accomplish any of the goals tonight and the achievements and that kind of thing. But we'll be continuing this tomorrow. I have a sneaking suspicion we're at least going to reach level 1 or chapter 1 level 8 with tomorrow's stream.